Boom, baby. We live, dog. What's up,
Hey,
man?
we got Evo back in the house.
Man, I have to come back, bro. I see you holding it down yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You're doing wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up. Before this guy just keeps rolling solo, I got to come back. You know what I mean?
Man, I went on a rant. I went
About
a
what?
bit of a rant yesterday. Like it was like a little Sunday situation all over again. I'm like, damn,
Oh, is it about the robots taking over?
the robots, the AI, and all that, and just like I went down that rabbit hole of like Chipotle, bro. They got a whole investment arm just investing in all this stuff.
Man, the robots are coming, bro. It's inevitable. The robots are not playing. Guys, man, welcome to the Profit Report with AB and Steve, man. Waiting for a few people to join. Welcome, guys.
I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes, but yeah, bro. Chipotle have 130,000 employees.
That's a lot of employees.
So I mean, if one company, is gonna replace this, you know what I mean? If they're successful at this,
I
now
mean, yeah.
to kind of preface, the machines we saw yesterday were like not cooking. They weren't cooking necessarily that I saw. They were like building the bowl, which is like the simplest part.
Mm.
Like the machine would like have the ingredients all filled up, and there's a bowl that drops, and it kind of goes on a conveyor thing, and like all the ingredients drop with it, and then it come on the other end and pops out, and it's the bowl is ready.
From a list of places where I could see machine automating it, I could see Chipotle being the easiest because it's already prepared food. You know what I'm saying? It's not like variety wise, it's not too much because it's already in display. Like you got the chicken, you got the beans. That's probably easier to automate than like McDonald's, where you have so many, or like
No, no,
Starbucks.
no, no. The video we saw,
Uh huh.
um, no, there's a whole machine flipping the burger and dropping the fries and all that. We already
No, no,
saw
no.
that machine.
I've seen that too. There's actually an actual restaurant where
Yeah,
it's fully automated. But what I'm saying is, Chipotle. I'm just thinking about like their product is right in front of you, right? And you just pick one, two, like a combination. Even if somebody picks, the machine could be like, all right, number one, number five, number six. Like it's easier for it. I'm just thinking in my head, maybe.
yeah. It becomes basically a vending machine at that point.
Yes, bro. That's what I mean. Yeah, I feel like it's probably a little bit
But
easier.
the cooking still has to be done though. This is just
True.
the assembling of the bowl. So we still gotta cook the protein at least. You know,
Right, 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 right.
you
I
still
mean,
gotta. But they
yeah, you
have
still.
another machine that like basically mashes the avocado. They
I
created a
saw that.
machine,
I saw that actually. I saw that where it cut the core. I saw that.
bro. But the thing is, they invested in the company that created that machine.
Yeah, I could
No,
see
no, you
that.
know what I mean? Like it's not like they have $100 million fund where they're investing in these things. I don't know if you had a chance. I don't know if you were tuned in into that section last night, but
I
I
know that
mean,
they
yeah,
invested. There's also an agricultural like arm, right, that they had, and I saw them. They invested in that. But I didn't see about the 100 million. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Today we're talking about Starbucks. We're just reviewing what was covered yesterday. We covered Chipotle. My boy AB covered Chipotle yesterday, and it looks like automation is already on the way. Already, taking over a little bit. We're gonna see if Starbucks is automated. Before we start, bro, I used to work in college at this food place. It's like a food court, but they had a place where they had pizza in one section, they had a smoothie place, and then they had a Starbucks section. Bro, the Starbucks section is the hardest section to work on. Oh my god, the amount of variety there are. And you got to remember how many pumps you got to do, how many like sugar. Bro, that was the worst station to work at. I hate. Nobody wanted to work at this station, bro. You would think like coffee is easy. Yo, it was mad hard, bro. And like smoothies, we had a lot of variety, but yeah, man, Starbucks making coffee is not easy,
I
guys.
can see that. And then everybody like freaking customs their shit hard. Different milk, this and
Yes,
that.
the amount of specialty there are with Starbucks, guys, it's insane. Guys, who's a Starbucks drinker in the live? Who likes Starbucks compared to Dunkin', man? I'm a Starbucks guy, man. I love Starbucks. AB, you like Starbucks?
I like local coffee shops.
Oh, okay. You know, you saying that actually, you know who the biggest competitor for Starbucks is? We're gonna find this out later, but you might have just hit the nail right there, man.
Oh, non-branded ones, yeah.
Yes, bro. That's actually their biggest competition, guys. The biggest competition for Starbucks is not Dunkin'. It's not these big guys. It's Starbucks. And I mean, it's not Starbucks. I mean, it's these local shops. And today, guys, we want to do it a little bit backwards. We're going to look at their stock. And then after that, see if we agree with the analyst. Starbucks, guys, it trades under SBUX. It's currently trading at $94.18. And if we look at the trend within 1 year, look at that. Started out the year at like $94.86. And then throughout the year, it had some peaks and valleys. It hit a lowest in 12/19, 2024. Um, but then it rose again around January, all the way up, and it hit a 1 year high of 112. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, just a big drop to 96 bucks. And
Hmm.
then even worse, around April 9th, look at this, it dropped $88. And then since then, guys, it's just been kind of rocking back and forth, and now it's trading at $94.
You know what I know? What I my initial take on it is those look like earning times.
Yes,
April, the quarterly earnings.
yes.
So maybe they didn't do so well. We got HJ, our day one in the chat. He's already cracking jokes talking about reviewing a company that profited off your discoveries.
Yo, guys, you know that coffee was discovered in Ethiopia, guys. Just as a little side fact. And
Man, do you really believe that story?
no, I do believe that. You know the story, right? You know how it got discovered. There was a bunch of goats that end up eating a coffee plant, and the shepherd noticed, that the goats were a little hyper. He's like, "What's going on over here?" They were mad hyper, and uh, and he did this, I think, a few times, and then eventually it was always a bunch of goats. Eventually, the guy took the plant and I think took it to the monastery, right? And the
Something.
monastery kind of tried. We could look this up, and they tried it and they made it. And then initially, these like monks and stuff used to drink this coffee to help them like study the Bible like till late night. Um, and that's how coffee was discovered, guys, in Ethiopia.
Guys, for those that don't know, both Steve and I are from Ethiopia, East Africa. Coffee, I mean, it's first of all, it's a big economy for Ethiopia, like a big
Yes,
export for Ethiopia, and culturally, it's super significant.
yes,
Um, I mean, there's people that drink like coffee 3 times a day in Ethiopia. They do
oh
it in the
yeah,
morning,
yeah,
lunch, dinner. I mean, there's a whole ceremony that goes with it. If you guys ever been to like an Ethiopian restaurants, they have these little seating situations with little mini
little
white
cups
cups
called
that
sini.
Sini, yeah, and we got the little. I mean, AJ knows all about it. Don't forget Yemen and Ethiopia. I think both discovered this. Yeah, Yemen tried to claim this thing. I think they say
What?
Yemen, or they say like they kind of like commercialized it. We might have discovered it, but they really took it to the next level.
Really? Yemen
Yeah,
trying to take
Yemen, yeah, drink
credit,
coffee like
yo.
eating pizza roll. Yeah, man. We drink coffee like how Americans, I don't know, eat McDonald's or like coffee shop is a huge culture thing too in Ethiopia.
Yes, yes. I
Like,
mean, America though drinks a lot of coffee too, though.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. But I just feel like America is to like move. It's to like
Yes,
it's a fuel situation.
yes,
In Ethiopia, it's like a social situation.
yes, yes, yes.
It's like a social thing. Like right after lunch, you go to the coffee shop next door or whatever, and you sit there and you drink your little macchiato, your little cappuccino, whatever, and you like fold your leg and you kicking back and you're reading newspaper. It's people really hang out in coffee shops in
They
Ethiopia.
do.
Like
They do.
so, actually, guys, when we come here, if you go to any Starbucks in the US, you're gonna always find an Ethiopian person in some way, shape, or form. If you go at the right
That's
time, we
fact.
we love hanging out at the coffee shop over here.
Bro, even in like Rhode Island, where there's not a big Ethiopian population, I've gone to a Starbucks and met Ethiopians. Like I haven't seen them before, but suddenly you go to a Starbucks and you see them there. Um, and
And
guys, look,
usually we never get the cold one, guys. If you ever notice that,
no, no, I
an
don't get a cold
Ethiopian
coffee.
person never, we don't even believe cold iced coffee is coffee.
Yeah,
If you tell a Ethiopian person like you're drinking some kind of frappe that I'm having my coffee, they're gonna be like, no, that's dessert.
no, no, no. We do be having cappuccino and stuff though. It's just
No,
not
no, no. I'm
ice.
saying like the iced one.
The
The
ice one,
ice.
yeah, I agree with you. You barely see
Nobody's gonna
anybody.
say like when people say like, "Oh, I
No,
gotta get my
no,
coffee," and it's like a iced latte thing. I'm
yeah,
like, that's not coffee.
no. That's like a milkshake, bro.
Yeah, like that's a sweet. That's a dessert.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, and AJ saying next time Steve goes to New York, go get some Yemeni stuff at what is it?
Uh,
Kawa?
it's like a coffee shop. We have
Oh,
one in Houston. He took me to this place. It's actually a pretty cool place. Um,
really?
yeah, but no, I mean coffee is huge, right, Steve? Isn't it like the most? Is it like the most drank drug? Is it the most sold drug in the world, or the most?
I think it's probably tea, if I had to guess, and we'll look it up in a second. But I my guess is tea. Probably followed coffee a second. But we did discover it, guys, and now it's a big thing. And my boy is having an echo because I'm sharing my screen. So I want to show you guys a video first about the Starbucks logo, the infamous Starbucks logo. How did it come about? Do you guys know about this? I'm gonna show you guys a video, and we'll see how sinister the whole thing is.
Would look like from behind. This is her tail, and this is what the Starbucks logo would look like from behind. This is her tail, and it is spread wide open. Now, it's important for you to understand that this design was intentional and kind of creepy, as you'll see throughout this video. In order to understand why Starbucks chose such an odd image to represent the company, we need to go back to the beginning. It was 1971, and the founders,
These are the
inspired by Moby
founders.
Dick, chose the name Starbucks. With Seattle being a port city and their coffee coming in on ships, they wanted their brand to be related to the sea. Next on their list was to find a logo. According to the company's website, while they were studying old marine books, a mysterious nautical figure called to them. They had discovered a 16th century depiction of a twin-tailed mermaid, later to be identified as a siren. And almost immediately, they knew they found their logo. You might assume that they chose the siren because it looked like a mermaid and lived in the sea, but there's actually a deeper and darker reason behind their decision. You see, the siren has its own history that's sort of troubling, and the original founders knew this. In Greek mythology, the siren was first interpreted as a bird with a woman's head. Later, they were pictured as a woman with wings and bird feet. They continued to evolve into a dragon-type beast until finally being interpreted as the mermaid creature we see today. Regardless of the different variations, the characteristics of the siren remained consistent. They were seductive and violent. They used their beauty to seduce sailors to come with them in the water. Typically, a siren would sing and the sailors would be unable to keep themselves from her. They would literally jump into the water and to their deaths. You might remember sirens from the tale of Odysseus when he tied himself to a mast to avoid being drawn in by their beauty and singing. But wait, what does this have to do with Starbucks? Didn't they just choose the siren because it looked like a mermaid? Well, look at the first logo. The siren's chest was bare and her split tail was seductively spread wide open. This depiction was no accident. The owners expected people to see Starbucks, smell Starbucks, and desire Starbucks. Just like the sailors couldn't deny the seduction of the sirens, the founders of Starbucks wanted to make you unable to resist their coffee. And this isn't speculation. Former chairman and CEO Howard Schultz wrote that early siren, bare-breasted and Rubenesque, was supposed to be as seductive as coffee itself. As the company started to grow, they ran into a problem. This seductive, bare-breasted creature was a little too risque when it was scaled up in size. By changing the artwork to make her more appropriate, Starbucks was able to put the image on their trucks without backlash. And over the next 20 years, the logo became even more tame. However, through all these variations, one thing has remained consistent. The siren has always been the focal point. In fact, the company loves this creature so much that in 2008, they went back to the original bare-breasted logo.
Wow.
This was an immediate flop with the public, and it was quickly discontinued. Starbucks doesn't even mention this in their logo evolution page on their website. But it goes to show how dedicated they are to this creature. And you might think that seduction and irresistibility make for a creepy marketing strategy. But at the end of the day, it is working.
Wow. You believe in the logo drawing its customers, you know?
I don't know, man. I never buy into these type of myths or whatever.
I mean, there's a big thing about symbolism and logos and stuff, but
Oh God, don't go down that rabbit hole. Like those people that break it down like Illuminati 666 and all that. People go down the wrong rabbit hole.
no, not necessarily, but I think there is like images and stuff like that. There is a reason, obviously, branding matters. Um, so AJ says, I walked past the first Starbucks, but I've been boycotting Starbucks since forever now. Why? Why did you boycott Starbucks? What's wrong with Starbucks? Guys,
Actually,
oh, go ahead, AB.
I remember like Hassan and I having this back and forth, like when we used to work together, and he's like, "I hate Starbucks," and I was like, "Bro, you don't even drink coffee."
Interesting.
The
Why?
man doesn't even drink coffee, and he hates Starbucks. And I just remember having that argument back and forth with him, and I think he hates kind of like, "Oh, Steve, you can you
Oh
stop
yeah,
sharing,
yeah.
and turn off that
Let me
whole thing?"
share. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know why he. I think it's like because like it's part of like it's part of like a cultural thing. It's kind of like you got the designer bag, the Starbucks, the G wagon. It's like it is like a cultural icon when you know what I mean. Like it fits into a certain type of like lifestyle that I don't think he like signs up for. I think he gets annoyed by that, and he's against like any corporate stuff like that. And I mean, I kind of agree with him. Like, you should go to your local coffee shop, in my opinion. But people don't give a damn.
Interesting. I mean, you're not even a coffee drinker and you don't like Starbucks. I'm curious. Maybe you don't like. Maybe it seems pretentious. People hanging around,
Yeah,
look
it's
like
the
I like fancy
pretentiousness
people.
of it all. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
guys.
gotta get my Starby. I gotta get my Starby. Like.
Yeah, I mean there is like a perception of like people drinking Starbucks are like these uppity type people, like you know what I'm saying.
But it's actually shitty coffee. It's like the worst coffee in town.
Oh hell no! Oh, Starbucks coffee is way better than Dunkin', bro. I
No,
mean, who's the
no. Obviously, it's better than Dunkin'. I don't even really consider Dunkin' a coffee establishment. I would consider Dunkin' more of a donut shop with a coffee attached to it. I don't even think that's a
not
fair
anymore.
comparison.
Not anymore. I mean, no, they dropped their coffee at the end of the name. They're now called Dunkin'. Like they dropped that. Now they're like more coffee based. Dude, if you go to Dunkin' and try to order donuts now, you don't really get good donuts. Like it's garbage because you don't have a lot of Dunkins over here.
Well,
Um,
you know more about Dunkin'. Like you guys have way more Dunkin' over
yeah,
there
yeah,
than
we
we
do.
do down here in the South. We don't really care about Dunkin' down here. It's all Shipley's in Houston and
Yes,
whatever.
right,
So we
right.
don't care. But like Shipley's, like coffee sucks. So like
It
it's
does.
really like you got Pete's Coffee, a little bit of a competition. You got like Dutch Bros. Do you know about Dutch Bros?
No,
Yo, I really hate Dunkin' Donuts. Damn,
I
Bree, we
hate
got
Dunkin'
Bree in
Donuts
the
too.
house.
I hate Dunkin' Donuts, so it makes me fall asleep. Actually, guys,
So Dutch Bros, it's a small thing, but it's growing by a lot. It's growing like 20-30% a year.
let's see top
Uh,
coffee shops in the USA, guys. What do you think the top coffee shops in the USA are?
Oh, it's
Based on
definitely like
sales.
it's definitely Starbucks is not even close. It's a
Right, right.
domination.
But for
I think the
home,
second one, I think it's like Pete's. There's a place called Pete's
Pete's is
and
big.
Dunkin'. Dunkin' too. Like they put Dunkin' in there, even though I really don't think it should be. But
All right.
yeah,
So number one is Starbucks at 31.6 billion. Well, actually, in June 2025, 36.68 billion. Duncan is second place, 11.9. And then the third, which is, I'm assuming it's a private equity, but this company owns Pete's, Panera, Caribou. I've seen Caribou some places, but I never tried it. So that's number three. So those are your leading
we got
coffee.
San in the house. What's up, San? See
What's
Dutch
up,
Bros.
Sam?
Yeah, Tim Hortons. You know they're like a big Canadian. They're coming down to Americas now. They're starting opening a few of them down in Houston and stuff.
Is their
Tim
coffee
Hortons is
good?
pretty big in Canada, huh?
I've seen Tim Hortons, but I don't remember. I might have even had it, but it wasn't memorable. Like,
I don't know. Hassan likes Tim Horton.
so he
Uh,
does drink coffee. Like, what does he be getting at Tim
nah,
Hortons?
I don't know, man. Like he's a confused. Like he go over
He's
there.
like,
I think he gets something else, but he doesn't drink coffee. He say he gets him all jittery and shit like that. Do you guys
oh,
drink coffee? I drink coffee every day. I drink like
I
at
drink coffee
least
every day too.
at least I don't know 4 or 5 cups a day, some shit like this. It's probably bad. I drink coffee like all day too. Like I stop until like maybe in the afternoon. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. We got I drink coffee. San says he drinks coffee.
Drinks
Do you
coffee.
make it at home, San, or what do you do? Because I know there's some people that buy outside every day. Isn't that expensive?
Bro, I mean, Starbucks has gotten so expensive, guys. I mean, if we look at let's look at Starbucks price, right? If we look at Starbucks price for coffee right now, Starbucks coffee
San, do you make
price.
it at home? So what do you? What is your like routine? You have like a Mr. Coffee. Hassan, the big comment. I remember Starbucks was super bitter and terrible. Plus, politically, from way back, I don't fuck with them. That's my discipline. Tim Hortons is good. Dutch Bros is good, but I get jittery sometimes at home. And I will stop at Circle K sometimes. Okay, that's pure coffee is rough. I need milkshakes. Hi, San. Hi, Bree. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, like the gas station is another thing that people really mess with. Like the Circle K's and
Yeah,
the 7-Elevens. People really fuck with that shit too.
how is that coffee over there though? I never liked like
Man, like
coffee.
I just know like fast food coffee is the trashiest.
McDonald's coffee is actually not bad, bro.
I don't
McDonald's
know.
coffee could hold up, bro, and the price is decent. No, seriously, it really could hold up.
Oh yeah, I would get my hot coffee at Exxon. Yeah,
Man,
I mean, a lot of people like that's like their like routine. They in the morning they like stop by their little convenience store. Hey, bada bing, bada boom, give me a bacon, eggs, cheese,
yes,
da, da, da.
yes.
And it's like a little thing. Um, it's a ritual, which you know But it's pricey though. 2 3 bucks every day.
That's the problem, bro. Like I would love to have you know, Starbucks every day, but it is super expensive. I mean, look at this. Like this is the short price, guys, for a blonde roast. This is the shortest size that they have at 8 ounces is 365.
365.
Just straight up coffee. You know what
And
I'm saying?
most people usually get like at least the tall, right? Which is kind of like the
Yeah.
regular size.
So a tall is 376 for a blonde roast. And then now, like me, I like to have like, something sweet. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Cafe Misto, Cafe Americano. All right, let's go to cappuccino. Cafe latte. All right. A latte, a
60 bucks.
short latte is 561. And as AB said, right, most people get tall. Tall is 572. You want to get something a little bit larger, you're looking at 648 for a coffee, man. And then if you get like lavender oat milk latte, which actually tastes pretty good, you know what I'm saying? We usually get that. But a tall is
First of all, I am
648.
so against like calling this thing oat milk. I'm
Why?
against it should be called oat juice
Why?
because milk has to come from an animal.
No, no. You could have milk from
You don't say
cashew, from
orange milk.
almond.
You
Huh?
don't say orange
No,
milk.
no, no, no. But it actually does look like milk, though, coming from.
Nah, 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 nah. That's a trickery. You don't say orange milk. You don't say lime milk.
No, bro. This is white, though. It is white.
Okay, you don't say, bro. That's not. It's not because of the color. So if it was a different color, then it should have been called oat
Yeah,
juice.
yeah. Agreed, agreed. Like if cashew, like look like a different color,
Nah, nah.
or
It's trying to
almond.
trick people thinking it's like, oh, you're getting a mix like experience, and you're not.
You ever tried an oat milk latte? It's actually better than
Man,
regular
I'm not.
latte.
I'm just like the wording. I don't like it. We
No, no,
should be
I
called
got you. I mean,
oat.
what does milk? We're veering off, but I am actually curious. What is milk? Let's look at the definition of milk, guys. What do you guys think?
It
You
has to be
think?
from a mammal, bro.
Hold on. Oh,
Look, you
maybe
see
maybe
mammary glands of
AB
mammals.
AB
Look at that.
AB might have a point. So it's milk means a nutrient. I mean, this is obvious, right? But I guess it's not obvious. White liquid produced by the mammal glands of mammals. Hold on. It could also refer to the milk beverages derived from plants.
Milk-like beverages, milk-like ads.
Damn.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
Damn. You was almost right, but you know what I'm
Nah, nah, nah,
saying?
bro. Like, yeah, milk cow. You see, everybody associates milk with from like a
Ah,
mammal.
but what
It's
would you
it's
call it? Oh, what? Oat juice? Nah, oat juice does not sound right, guys. Does oat juice sound right,
and
guys?
then
That doesn't
Hassan
seem.
says it should be called oat broth. I mean, that's a
Oh
little
man,
too
that's
much.
even worse. Oh, broth.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I'm having just some type of
I
no.
don't know, man. I don't agree with the word, but anyways,
So we need a different word, guys. But yeah, as you guys could see, this is expensive. Honestly, like the only thing that's fairly affordable is just the coffee by
even that, bro.
itself.
Even that, that's $4 a day. At
Four
30 days,
bucks.
that's $120 a month.
So
120 a month, you know.
so then if we look at what is it, Pete's? All right, let's look at Pete's
I
coffee.
don't think like I think they're all pretty much the same. Maybe like the Circle K's might be cheaper. You know, the Circle K's of the world.
Guys, let's see, because the reason we're looking at it this as well is like this does affect their financials. There has been. Oh, look, the first thing that comes up is actually Ethiopian coffee. Look at that. Oh, Pete's. All right, coffee.
Let's
Where's the actual drinks though?
Oh wow, look at that. So a small cup of coffee at Circle K costs 129 plus tux.
I mean, you can't beat a gas station. I mean, but that's not looked at as premium coffee though. You know what I mean? It's
But
not though.
you know, I wish like Starbucks would publish like what are the top 5 selling drinks. I
They
don't
do.
think.
They
Oh,
do.
they do.
They do. Yeah, it's vanilla latte, I think is number one, and then seasonal drink is a pumpkin spice. Selling coffee drinks. Guys, what do you like to drink at Starbucks? Let's see if your drink
No,
makes
people
the top.
like, bro. I don't even think Starbucks should be called a coffee company. It's a dessert company.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Well, because they sell
absolutely.
like these. Okay,
Bro,
so
everything is super sugar, bro. It's got more sugar than they got more coffee, bro.
true, true. I would agree with that. All right, so top sellers, guys, pumpkin spice latte, but that's a seasonal drink, so that's not there every year. Caramel macchiato, which is my favorite. up there. Cafe latte,
Look,
simple.
Sensei caramel frappe. That's a dessert, San. That's not coffee.
Oh, she look at that on the cold drinks. So we have oat milk shaken espresso, then vanilla sweet cream cold brew, and then Sans drink caramel frappuccino.
Well, what's the
Um,
difference between a frappe and a frappuccino? Is it the same thing?
we're gonna have to look that up,
I'll
guys.
Google.
Do
I'll
you
look
guys
it up.
know in the comments before we look it up? What's the difference between a frappe and a frappe? Bro, I don't even know the difference between like I know latte and cappuccino the difference, but like the other stuff, I'm like
Oh, I kind of know. Like it's all about the ratio of like
milk, right?
froth,
And foam.
froth milk and espresso. So
Let's see. Is
so
there a
it's like a
difference?
third,
All
third,
right.
third, whatever. Oh, so frappuccino is a trademark by Starbucks,
Oh, so
and
it's the
frappe
same.
is like a type of drink.
So they do have it says while both are cold, so frappe and frappuccino, while both are cold, blended coffee drinks, they originate in a different place and have distinct characteristics. A frappe is a Greek iced coffee drink made by shaking instant coffee, sugar and water until foamy. A
See,
frappuccino
look at
is a
that. It's
blended beverage
trademarked
created
by
by
the
trademark.
Starbucks.
So, but what makes it different though? Typically made with coffee or cream
Oh, it's the
base.
same thing. Just that like they just
Oh,
like
come
trademarked it.
on, come on. There's not even much difference. And we got a lot
Well,
of people.
and the whipped cream on Starbucks. They like other places. If you just get a frappe, they usually don't do the whipped cream, but you know,
I mean, some of these calories too are pretty high
bro,
up
it's
in there.
fucking brutal. It is
It
bad.
is. It is ridiculous, guys. But we got a lot of people who are fans, though. Look at that. Bree says vanilla bean frappuccino, also like caramel macchiato latte. Yes, you can't go wrong with caramel macchiato latte.
No, Becca
It's also full
says
of sugar.
oat milk lavender
Oh yeah,
latte.
yeah, yeah. We both like that, bro. Oh yeah, that lavender oat.
That's not coffee, man. This is dessert.
Man, that's what we like. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
the
And look at
only things that should qualify as coffee drinks are coffee, cappuccino, um, macchiato, and latte. But no flavor. If you add a flavor, you went into the dessert.
these are like the hardcore coffee drinkers. It's like there's people that have pride about. Oh, I only drink mine black. Like as if like that's the rite of passage. You ever seen those people? Like, oh, I only
I
drink
think
my
that yeah,
coffee
I'm
black.
kind of a coffee purist. I mostly only drink black. I don't even put milk
Yo,
or
it
creamer.
tastes it tastes
Creamer
horrible,
is
bro.
trash, bro. I love black coffee. No, I put a
Oh
little
my
sugar in there. I
god,
put a little
bro.
sugar, maybe
It
one
is so
teaspoon. But
bitter, bro. It is so bitter. Like you
what about
almost
in
got
Ethiopia? Do you don't drink just a cup of coffee?
hell no. I put a little creamer on that too. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god!
I
Waiting it,
got
waiting
to.
it, waiting it, waiting it. Oh man, we're getting this
I'm
guy
not a
kicked
real
out. My
man. I'm not a real man. You know what
no,
I'm
you're not
saying?
a real
I like.
Ethiopian. I can't believe I'm hearing this.
What is Sand saying? What is that green drink called? What green drink? Let's see on
Matcha,
their menu.
matcha. I think she's talking about matcha.
Oh, matcha. Yeah, 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 yeah. Matcha. Yeah, that's
That's a new thing. That's a Japanese thing, huh?
I
Matcha. What
drink it
is
on my
matcha?
low calorie day. Is matcha that much difference? Let's look at a matcha drink. Hold on. Why am I not on there?
Matcha is a tea thing. It's a green tea.
Yeah,
So
matcha is
it's a
different.
ground powder of green tea.
But I don't know if it's that much low in calorie though. Matcha drink and
Bro, but let me tell you something.
Starbucks.
That shit fucks you up. They have a high caffeine content, I believe.
No, the
I
matcha
couldn't
does. No,
I couldn't
matcha.
sleep one day, bro. I was like, God dang.
Yeah, it gets you, it gets you jittery, bro. No, matcha ain't no joke.
So Hassan is saying he's discovering the beauty of just pure coffee by being at the Yemeni coffee shop.
But you don't even
And
drink coffee, Hassan. How are
I
you
mean, he's getting
discovering?
into it, I guess, a little bit. It's a black
Oh, so
coffee is
you
what
are
I
drinking?
drink on my low calorie day. The light
That's
roast stuff, dark roast, ice hat is not bitter. I think it's bitter when it's terrible. Man, if you go to a really good coffee shop, you put one sugar in it. You got some good coffee, man. You be good.
You know what's interesting though is at Starbucks they do sell Ethiopian coffee, but I've never heard Yemeni coffee. Like, what's up with that? Um,
Yeah, no. Yemen, yeah, They are known for their coffee also. And then you got like of course the Turkish coffee and all this other stuff.
There's a whole bunch of Turkish coffee. I think is a little overrated. I did have it, and I'm not really a big fan. But then again, guys, I like sweet.
Yeah, but they like to add this like cardamom and cinnamon. So I don't like this Yemeni stuff.
Oh, so they do. Oh, cardamom is actually pretty good. If you guys ever add cardamom in your tea, it's banging. Turkish coffee is awful. Yeah, bro, Turkish coffee. I wasn't really a big fan, but it's
I
very
like the
popular.
whole little setup. I like the little setup. It looks sexy,
Yeah.
but
Yes, this
yeah,
the
it
setup
does
is
kind of
nice.
suck. It is bitter as
Yeah, I'm like,
fuck.
and I tried it different places, but I was like, I don't know. All right, guys,
But
let's go back to Starbucks. How did it start? Let me show you guys the start of this. These three guys right here started Starbucks. They don't look like
oh,
even coffee
I didn't know
drinkers.
that homeboy was not part of the start.
Schultz, Howard Schultz. I
Yeah,
know, I know. Same. I was surprised. Beginnings, guys. It was founded in 1971 by Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, Gordon Bowker. So initial concept was
71. Wow.
1971, guys. That's a long time until today's. Unlike today's Starbucks, the first store in Seattle's Pike Place market focused on selling high quality, whole roasted coffee beans, teas, and spices, as well as equipment for home brewing. Oh, so they used to sell equipment. The founders were inspired by Alfred Pete. Hold on, Pete. Isn't that the Pete
I
Coffee?
think I can you like yeah, we
What?
might have to get look into it, man. Who the hell is this?
Oh, damn. So Pete existed before
Dutch
Starbucks.
American entrepreneur. Let me see. Yep, and founder of
Wow.
Pete's Coffee and Tea in Berkeley, California in '66.
66. So Pete's Coffee existed before, and then now Starbucks
Boy was
kind of got
born in the
inspired.
Netherlands, where his father ran a small coffee roasting establishment. After World War II, he left London, blah blah blah. Worked as a tea tester in Dutch East Indies and New Zealand prior to immigrating to San Francisco.
Tea tester,
Wow.
bro. That sounds like a nice job, yo. Tester. I wouldn't mind being that. So that's what happened initially. And then 1982, guys, if you don't know much about Starbucks, the guy that you should know about is Howard Schultz. This guy is the CEO and has come and gone many times, but is really the guy that took it to where it is now. So in 1982, Howard Schultz joined Starbucks as the director of retail operation. And then after a trip to Italy, he envisioned transforming Starbucks into a coffee house offering brewed coffee and espresso beverages, a concept initially met with skepticism by the founders. And Italy is big coffee scene. If you guys don't know, coffee is a big thing in Italy, um, especially like espressos and stuff. Shifting direction,
The little
Schultz,
shots, they do the little shots and they give you a little.
they
It's
do.
it's but it's like they standing up. They standing up. They take a shot and they take a walk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not like a sit down experience like in America where you like sipping your coffee slowly and stuff. In Italy, like AB said, it's kind of like, yo, I got to get to my business. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Take a little shot. Um, all right. So shift in direction, Schultz vision, driven by successful experiment with a coffee house concept. And the first Starbucks cafe latte in 1984 led him to founding what? Finding two
That was Gior.
no 90. I don't know what that means. It looks like maybe it's a company. So in 1987, they acquired Starbucks assets and rebranded as Starbucks Corporation. And global reach, Starbucks opened its first stores outside of North America, in Japan and Singapore in 1996. Um,
So he started his own company and then eventually.
yeah, that's actually very interesting. And then the company introduced several innovative products, including Frappuccino. And then
Ooh,
it looks
95.
like,
Wow.
huh?
95. The Frappuccino, 95.
Frappuccino started in 95. And then the Starbucks card came in 2001. And then
Wow.
Wi-Fi in stores in bro, internet was garbage in 2002. You know what I'm saying? Like it was dial-up service. They were pioneers with that Wi-Fi in stores at that early time,
I
man.
mean, like Starbucks feels kind of like an Apple. to
Yes.
me. Like the way the vibe of Starbucks, they try to present themselves as like the cool, what I mean, California, like it's like the cool people drink, it's like a cool people place and that kind of thing. But now they've ballooned to I feel like just like a big corporation, but they still try to maintain that like I don't know. I don't know. Do you still look at them as the cool place or what?
You know what's another thing? The loyalty of Starbucks people is also the same, like similar to Apple, what you just mentioned. I actually, that's a good comparison. That's what I had in mind too. Like Apple and Starbucks, kind of similar. I don't know what it is, but they were, I mean, pioneers. Wi-Fi in stores in 2002 with dial-up. Like who went to Starbucks in 2002? Yo, that must have been garbage internet, bro. Like
I wasn't even in America, man. I wasn't
I
even
would,
here.
yo, same here actually. Who was in America in 2002, guys? Did you have Starbucks? And then AJ says Italy couldn't conquer y'all. They left with a few coffee beans. Yo, they truly did, man. All right. So then it looks like Starbucks launched a comprehensive reinvention plan in September 2022 to reset the business for long-term success. I think this is when Homeboy came back again, Howard Schultz. So as of late 2024, Starbucks operates over 40,000 stores globally. Wow, what? That can't be right.
No, that is I know, bro. I saw it earlier.
What?
Like insane, bro.
How do they have
There's
more stores than
McDonald's.
McDonald's?
I think it's just shy, just shy. I think
Oh,
like
McDonald's
McDonald's have like
41,000?
41,800, something like that. Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
gotta look
just
that
shy.
up.
They're second place. They're the second largest chain in the world, bro.
I didn't know they
That's
had that many
insane.
stores. Wow. I mean, because McDonald's has been in business for a long time. Since what? What year did they incorporate?
50s, 54 was
50s
the
and stuff.
first.
Yeah, this company has been in business since 1971. So that's very surprising. And with a significant presence in the US and China, China is a big coffee Starbucks drinkers, huh? 52% of stores are company operated while 48% are licensed. And most of those licenses are overseas. $36 billion dollars in revenue. And then Starbucks is focused on initiatives to enhance the in-store experience. And then they keep innovating.
Wait, do you know about the whole like Bill Gates thing with this?
No, what happened with Bill
Let's put
Gates?
like a Bill Gates relation to Starbucks. I believe Bill Gates gave him the initial money to like buy Starbucks.
Oh, to Howard Schultz.
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
says,
senior. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
oh, Bill Gates. So Bill Gates Senior got money like that too. Who knew? Bill Gates' dad also was got some money. So it looks like he played a pivotal role in enabling Howard Schultz to purchase the company in 1987. Wow. How?
The
Hold on, Bill
opportunity
Gates.
came in 87, who was primarily focused on roasting beans. They offered Schultz the first opportunity to buy Starbucks for 3.8 million with a 90-day period to secure the financing. During his funding efforts, made a hire threatening da da da. A lawyer friend recommended Schultz seek help from Gates Sr. Oh, prominent Seattle
Honestly,
attorney.
attorney, father of Microsoft co-founder. Wow. Hold on,
Listen to him, and he reportedly confirmed him stand down, allowed to realize his dream, which included a pledge from him and his son. Short secured the necessary finance purchase of Starbucks for $3.8 million. That's all $3.8 million. That's
3.8
when he.
million. That's
Wow.
man. I did not know Bill Gates. So it says that Bill Gates Sr. was not a billionaire like his son. He was a highly successful and well-respected lawyer and civic leader. Man. So he was somewhat successful. I mean, he wasn't at the same success as Bill Gates, but successful enough, obviously, to invest in to help Howard
Uh,
Schultz in buying Starbucks.
yeah, but just Steve, just imagine 3.8. Now, what's the market cap?
Right now, market cap is
Woo.
It's a big come up, guys. I mean, right now,
100 billion,
a
107
hundred
billion.
billion, guys. A company that was bought at 3 point something million now is worth over $100 billion. So that's a big, big come up, guys. That's a big come up.
Sheesh.
That's incredible. And that's over 30 years. 30 years. This is the amount of return that he got. I mean, what do you guys think they're doing right now financially, guys? So let's look at their financials, man.
So
Let's look at
when it first debuted, Stevo,
yeah,
on the stock market, so okay, so it went public in 92,
yeah,
had 140 stores and
okay,
revenue of 73.5 million.
wow. And then
And
now it's been
the market value at that time was 270 million.
270 million, and then now it's $107 billion. That's crazy. That is crazy.
It like what 100x? What is that? Almost like
You said how much was it? 207 million. You said
270.
270 million. So 2.720. Yeah, it's over 100x. It's actually over 250x type.
God damn.
Yeah. No, it's actually like 500x. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, 500x. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
500x. 500 times,
Whoa.
guys. So if you invested $1, it would be $500. But
If you
that
had put
number,
$1,000, what it would have been
that would be what?
times 500. You put two
500,000.
zeros on top of it.
500,000.
Jesus.
$500 would have been, no,
No,
not 500.
$1,000 would have been
$1,000 would have
what?
been 500,000.
No way.
Yeah.
Damn.
$1,000 would have been
Hold
500,000,
up.
guys.
I
That
gotta
if
get,
you
I'm not that
invested
smart.
right
I'm
off the
not that.
bat in Starbucks and you didn't go anywhere. And I mean, that's just
Dang.
market cap, though, right? We're not talking about the stock price. The stock price could actually appreciate it even more because I don't know what the stock price is at that point, and it probably split and stuff. Because market cap is the value of the company. It doesn't necessarily.
But at the minimum, it would have at least been worth five
Yeah,
hundred
yeah,
thousand
yeah.
dollars.
Oh, for sure. And the stock probably could have done way better than that. Um,
I mean, damn, but I mean, who would have known? Who would have thought?
who would have known a
At that
coffee
time,
shop?
I'm sure it was just another company going public.
Bro, if you think about it, right, a coffee shop being this super successful when you have local like people probably doubted when it first like debuted. It was like, nah, there's no way that could be this big. But
Do you see? Do
yeah,
you remember that like famous? Well, it's not. I don't know if it's famous, but they had Schultz at the Capitol, and Warren was berating him about being a billionaire.
no, there's a video about that.
Yeah,
But you
but you're
guys
not
like
sharing
share a video,
audio
you
though.
know what happens to audio.
I think it's worth it though. I think it's like a
Yeah,
minute. It's a minute. Yeah,
let's see. Let's see.
but you're gonna have to reshare your audio. I mean, you're gonna
I
have to reshare your
did.
screen to turn on the audio thing.
Yeah, let me find the video first, though. Let's see how
Um,
Warren
was it Warren?
Buffett.
Somebody. Yeah, I think it was Warren. No, not Buffett. No, no,
Oh,
no, no.
oh,
Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren was
oh,
the.
Elizabeth. Oh, I can see her, bro.
Yeah, Howard Schultz. I want to know. Let's see. Um. Well, you could just put Howard Schultz like Congress hearing or something. Maybe it wasn't Warren, but he wasn't. He was. Um. Yeah, Senate hearing. There you go. Yeah.
Where is he at? Senate hearing.
Yeah, it was like about a billionaire. Oh, it was Bernie. Oh, it was Bernie. Okay. Yeah, man. It was a. This was like the classic debate we had on Sunday about like the whole billionaire should exist or whatever.
Let me reshare my screen, guys. Hold on one
What's
second.
up, people? Welcome to the stream. We're kind of hopping all over the place, but we already kind of looked at the numbers a little bit. I don't know if I'm derailing Stevo's plan or whatever. But we're kind of just bouncing around. But we're looking at Starbucks. Man. They have as much locations as McDonald's, damn near close. Over 40,000 locations all around the world.
And guys, apparently this is a infamous video of Schultz in Congress, and he's being questioned by Bernie Sanders.
So this is the guy that basically took Starbucks from a local coffee chain to the worldwide behemoth that it is today.
Thank you very much. My time is limited, as is the time of all of our members here. So I'm going to be asking you to respond to each question as briefly.
Steve, I don't know if it's worth doing the 7-minute. Try to find like the moment where they kind of had a. I don't,
America, workers have a fundamental right to join a union and collectively bargain to improve wages, benefits, and working conditions. Do you understand that?
I understand, and we respect the right of every partner who wears a green apron, whether they choose to join a union or not.
Are you aware that NLRB judges have ruled that Starbucks violated federal labor law over 100 times during the past 18 months, far more than any other corporation in America?
Sir, Starbucks Coffee Company unequivocally, and let me set the tone for this very early on, has not broken the law.
Okay. Are you aware that on March 1st, 2023, an administrative law judge found Starbucks guilty of, quote, egregious and widespread misconduct, end quote, widespread coercive behavior, and showed, quote, a general disregard for the employees' fundamental rights, end quote, in a union organizing campaign that started in Buffalo, New York in 2021. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware that those are allegations, and Congress has created a process that we are following, and we're confident that those allegations will be proven false.
All right, Mr. Schultz, before answering the following questions, let me remind you that federal law at 18 U.S. Code Section 1001 provides a decision to fire a worker who was part of a union organizing drive.
I was not.
Were you ever informed of or involved in a decision to discipline a worker in any way who was part of a union organizing drive?
It was my understanding that we could not provide those benefits under the law.
Mr. Silch, have you ever asked a Starbucks worker, quote, if you hate Starbucks so much, why don't you go work somewhere else?
I'm glad you asked that question because I've read in the press that quote, and that's not exactly what I said. Can I tell the story? Do you mind?
I have some other questions. I'm sorry. There are a lot of people.
I think it's important to hear the facts.
All right, you'll have your chance. Will you commit to testifying in any trial where you personally are accused of breaking federal labor law?
My involvement and engagement in union activities, despite this event today, has been de minimis. I was not involved in any issue of closing stores.
Are you aware, Mr. Schultz, that an administrative law judge ordered you?
Is this it, AB?
Repeatedly refused to bargain with
It is, but
1,000 workers in nearly 300 stores.
I don't know what minute is going
Workers
to come.
voted to represent themselves through a union. The first group of workers
By the union and the NLRB in Buffalo to negotiate one single store at a time. We have met over 85 times for a single store. We've tried to arrange over 350 separate meetings. We've said publicly, and I say it here again, that we believe that face-to-face negotiations is the way to proceed. And the reason I want to make that point is that there have been safety issues in which Starbucks managers have been outed on social media. There are privacy issues. We don't want to do it on Zoom. We are prepared to meet face-to-face.
We can't see you, though, Steve. You know that?
Will you?
Yeah.
make
I got to cut the video.
to this committee that you will exchange proposals with the union so that we can begin to make meaningful progress?
On a single store basis, we will continue to negotiate in good faith. That's what we'll do. 2 minutes over.
Senator Cassidy.
All right, look at that. Hold on.
Yeah, that wasn't the video, but I
Oh.
mean, I was basically like, he's him calling him a billionaire, and he's like, I earned everything, da da da. But there's a clip of a 52-second clip on YouTube, but we can move on.
So he's against labor unions, another founder or another CEO that's not a fan of labor unions, guys. We've seen a pattern here.
But they never tell you why, though.
I
They
mean,
always
bigger
they
cost,
just scare
bro.
you, huh?
No, they didn't tell you why. Of course, it's gonna be a big cost for them. That's why. It's all about money. That's it. I mean,
But
labor
they tell
union.
you something else. They say, what was some bullshit they say? Anyways, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm hearing the echo.
Oh, let me see. I gotta reshare my screen again. Hold up. Wait a
Guys,
minute.
what y'all think about unions? I want to know what people think about unions, guys. What do you know about unions? Are you in a union? Have you ever been in a union? Um,
Yeah, I don't know if also a lot of people understand how beneficial it is to be in a union. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like more of
no,
a
they
manufacturing.
like demonized it. Like
Yes.
these corporations really demonized it, and I've never been part of it, but I do think that it's a good idea for the workers. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Bree, let me ask you this though. Let's say that you start a great company and you grow it and you have 10,000 employees. Would you want a union? Would you allow a union? It's very easy to say when you're like,
Yes.
she's a business owner, but it's a different for. But once you're a business owner, what would you say? How would you feel about that?
You know, that's actually a good question because Bree, you are a business owner. If your workers kind of unionized and said, "Yo, we want better pay, we want you to give us health insurance, blah blah blah," that would cut up into your own money.
Oh, she said the answer is no. It's great for the
Ah,
workers, not for the owners.
yo, at least you're honest. Shout out to you, Bree. That is a real answer. I appreciate that. AB over here talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna help the workers, for the people," talking all that. But if
I
you
would
don't
allow a union if I had a business.
say what, you would what?
I would allow a union if I had a
You
business.
must be out your mind. You know how much that's gonna listen. If you're really profitable, I agree with you. Maybe you would. But with most of these businesses, as we've seen, they're barely making it or somewhat making it. I mean, some of them aren't doing really well. I mean, that's not.
They're making profits still, bro. Billions
They
of dollars
are,
a year.
but no,
It
true. I
might
mean,
not be percentage wise, but they're still making billions of
no,
dollars a
no,
year.
I agree with you. They still afford to pay. What I'm saying though is, it's not like super profit. There's companies like that, but they're not like. It's not in their
Bruh,
best interest. You know what I'm
bruh. I mean,
saying?
we're not gonna rehash this. We're gonna like Sunday, Steve O gets to pick. Actually, Hassan had a suggestion for you this Sunday.
Wow, what's the
Hassan, what was it? Oh man. Oh, he was talking about covering the cost of childcare and how crazy that
suggestion?
is and everything. So that's a suggestion he had for you.
Bro, that's a good topic because childcare is insane. And the other price that's insane is Starbucks, guys. Starbucks Incorporated in Washington currently trades at SBUX. We're reviewing the 2024 annual statement, guys. We're going to try to be brief and only address, the major things. So we're going to go right to the risk factors, guys, because right now their stock is taking a hit. We're trying to figure out what is causing the dip in their stock price. Oh, Hassan says I was talking about daycare. It's crazy. I mean, daycare is insane, guys. It really is.
Supply and demand, though.
Yes, blind. uh, maybe there's too many kids. Look at this risk related to brand relevance and brand execution. It says that their success depends substantially on the value of their brands, and failure to preserve their value could have a negative impact. Yeah, of course. I mean, it looks at like a luxury brand for Starbucks. So if they're not able to maintain that, that could affect their business. They said risk related to operating a global business. They're highly dependent on the financial performance of North America operating segment. So it looks like North America is a big market for them. But they also say that they're dependent on the success of certain international markets. Can you see the screen, by the way, AB?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's good though. That's good. Yeah, yeah.
Global business. And then they also rely on key business partners because they do have some joint ventures internationally. Like they have one actually that's in India. It's so big. It's called the Tata Group in India, and they own 50% of.
Oh, really? Tata? They got in business with Tata?
Yeah. Oh, you know about Tata Group?
Oh man, Tata is the biggest. Isn't Tata the biggest private company in India? Has to be. They own everything.
Yeah, look, Tata Starbucks, which is in India, guys, is a 50-50 joint venture between Tata Consumer Products and Starbucks Corporation, which owns and operates Starbucks stores in India. And they have 390 stores across 54 Indian cities with plans to reach 1,000 stores by 2028. You know, I
That's
didn't
kind of
even,
small though.
huh? You think that's small? I mean, for a big country like India, true. I agree. But I don't know if Indians are big coffee drinkers too, though.
They do chai. They do
Yeah,
the chai.
are Indians? I don't. Yeah, they seem like more a tea.
But it might just be like an American thing, more like an American brand is here. It's cool, like McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like because like before, like burger was an American thing, and then McDonald's went all over the world, and it's like, okay, now we're gonna eat burger. Like Steve, when we grew up, we really did not eat burgers like that back home.
No, hell no.
You know what I mean?
Hell.
Like it was kind of a fancy thing. You find it at like even like hotel restaurants and stuff like that. We don't have burger restaurants in town when we grew up back home. And
But
if you found burgers, you probably find it like in hotel restaurants or like in a fancy part of town. But it was still like core like foreign food. It was kind of like maybe fries, but
ours is not a good example though, because you know what I'm saying. Meat is expensive too over there. It's not as. It's not that
now
they don't
burger
have.
is very common though now.
True, true, true. Nowadays, you're right.
I'm
100%.
saying like the actual burger segment, McDonald's
Oh,
popularized the segment. I'm not even just talking about
I see what you're
just
saying.
the concept of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
burger was
yeah, yeah.
not really a
Agreed.
big thing. And then so I'm thinking Starbucks might be doing the same thing, kind of, evangelizing coffee,
They're like preaching about coffee. Guys, you
Yeah.
gotta drink more coffee. Look, top coffee consumers, total volume, guys, in the world. Brazil leads the way. Germany is another big one. Yo, I could hear the echo. Is that
No, I can't. I don't have any echo.
okay? Italy is another major consumer. And then they say top coffee consumers per capita, meaning your population, like really higher percentage of people that drink is like, look at these Nordic countries. Finland assessed that with each person consuming an estimated 9.6 kilograms of coffee annually, which translates to like about 25 pounds, Norway and Iceland. Okay, so then America is really not even top 10 or top 5 drinkers of coffee. So internationally, there is a big presence. All right, let's see what other risks that they state in the annual statements. Economic condition in the
Well,
U.S.
that those countries is cold most of the time, so I can see them trying to warm
He's
up.
instead of trying to warm up. They could
Like it's
have tea
cold.
though. They could have tea. They don't have to get coffee. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't they have tea? They have tea at Starbucks.
They do, but the tea over there is garbage, bro. It's not that good.
They bought this brand like tea something that a year
It's like a Tivana or I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
Tivana, yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking
But
about.
honestly, though, over the last like 5-10 years, I feel like Starbucks has kind of stagnant in terms of like new items and like it's
Yeah,
become kind of like McDonald's. Like you just know, like there's a Starbucks around the corner. You get your little frappe, you go on about your way. You're not excited about Starbucks, but it's like omnipresence. It's just there.
but though you're not a fan of specialty drinks. They actually have had good specialty, like that lavender oat milk latte and stuff. It's fairly kind of new.
I know their
Um,
fans go for it, but I just like I guess once you become this big brand, it's hard for you to really get people excited. people always kind of want the cooler thing, you know. This is why you see like new brands come in, like Dutch Bros, for example. Like it's a drive-through thing, but it's like blown up the last 5 years in Texas
Mm,
and all this other stuff.
mm,
But it's still peanuts compared to Starbucks, obviously, right? It's kind of like Kava with like Chipotle. We looked at it yesterday. It's not even close, Kava, but like
right.
Kava is like the hot thing. Like, oh shit, Kava, cool. So I don't know. I mean, I wonder if these, well, what you were talking about, like the local coffee shop is really their biggest competitor.
Their biggest competition, and then we're gonna look up actually how many stores existed when Starbucks started those local coffee shops compared to now. You'll be surprised by the amount there is, bro. I think there was like a few thousand when Starbucks started, only local shops. Now there's like over 60,000 local coffee shops in the United States, and that seems to be the biggest issue. And then another thing which we're gonna cover is, they made a switch during COVID, which I'm gonna cover as well, which messed up their business. All right, so other risk, guys. Is that lavender drink good? Yo, that lavender good is amazing. Let me tell you,
What is lavender?
Sam.
What the hell is lavender? What is
Lavender
lavender?
is
I
a
thought
plant, man. Lavender is supposed to like make you
like the
chill and
only
calm.
time that I see lavender is like detergent.
Yo, lavender is underrated, bro. You could have lavender tea and stuff. It helps you relax.
I
That's what
don't want to
lavender is
drink
known for.
anything that's a flower, like a purple flower. What is this, bro?
Nah, bro, this thing is lavender is amazing, man. Lavender scent oil, guys. You can use that too. She's Sam said I started to stop um at Chipotle tonight. Oh, so you got you some Chipotle tonight?
Where'd you get? She said she usually gets bowls. I don't know,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, I'm a bowl person too. You get a better value with bowls. And another trick for you guys. Listen, you do half and half. They give you more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just getting chicken, you know what I'm saying? You tell them, hey, give me half chicken, half beef. I'm telling you, they give you more meat. I don't know what it is. I've noticed that.
Well,
It's a
no,
little
there was a
trick.
whole lawsuit that somebody sued Chipotle yesterday.
I heard. I was there when you said that. As far as portion, they didn't state it as a risk. That's wild. That is
I'm like,
very
there's no
wild.
way that lawsuit is gonna stand. Like, I feel like maybe like 6 months from now, we gotta come back to some of these quirky like things and revisit and see what happened to them or something. Because we done ran into some quirky stuff.
We
Like,
really have. And I mean, the year is about to end before you know it. And then there's going to be a new annual statement, too. Um, so, other risk, guys, let's see what they have as a risk. We may not be successful in our marketing strategies. I mean, okay, we can see that. Risk related to our business. Being an employer of choice and investing in partners to deliver a superior customer experience. We may not be able to implement important strategic initiatives. Okay. Increasing the scale of Starbucks store footprint with disciplined global expansion. Adjusting rapidly to changing customer preferences and behaviors as a result of changing economic conditions. Moving to a more
bro,
licensed store
hey,
model.
that whole like, I was reading sorry to cut you off, Steve.
No, no, no worries.
I was reading a thing about your whole thing, the economy, the consumer. And there was a story that published today that kind of backed up Steve-O's theory,
What do they say?
because Chipotle, Kava, and Sweet Greens, which are like the top kind of this fast casual, eh, they all had like negative store sales in like Q2 of this year. And
Wow.
Canva actually took a huge nosedive in their stock. Like they lost like 15% just like today or something, or
That's
yesterday.
crazy.
Yeah. So, people are like posting about it. I think what's that publication? Brew something? Coffee Brew publication,
Hmm.
like, yeah, they post like, oh, this might be the signs that the economy is really slowing down and people are not eating out as much. I was reading that article and I'm like, we got Steve. All right, we got one for Steve. We
You should
got
have
one
shared
for
that
Steve.
article. You should have shared that article. San says, that's how I do it, Steve. Give me half an hour. Oh, San knows the trick. Okay. San, you already know. Yeah, guys. I mean, people are hurting their pockets. I mean, I don't think a lot of people are eating out as much as they used to. And guys, let us know in the comment. Are you eating out more than you used to? Are you eating out less? Like, what's your purchase process now compared to before?
But look, I would say most people
Yeah.
they don't really watch their finances like that. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a
Come
thousand.
on, bro. But like you said earlier, right? A person that used to go maybe get coffee every day, they're not as like going every day anymore. They might go like every few days. You kind of
But
oh,
generally though, like the eating out market has blown up over the last 5 years.
but
If you Google it.
you talking about like during COVID and stuff.
No, no, no. I mean, like post COVID too. It still has been going up
Eating out
more and
market.
more.
There's no
Yeah,
way, bro. Let me see. I'll stand
but,
corrected. I mean, Bree is saying she eating out way more than she used to. Okay, so eating out market, guys. Let us know in the chat. Are you eating out more? Oh, because of Uber. Uber, yeah. Uber Eats is another thing, yo. In this
yeah, man.
eating
Bree,
out market
she was like,
in the last
she analyzed this. She's like, man, but she does
400 a
order
week.
for, but
Sheesh.
she orders for her like customers through that too and stuff. So it's a little,
It's a
you
little
know,
skewed.
yeah, it's a little skewed. It's not all personal, but that convenience though, a lot of people just like clicking that button, bam, 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 and it's there.
But look at this, right? It says consumers are increasingly prioritizing value and affordability when dining out. Um, how did you look it up, baby? So I can make because I
Um,
looked up.
what did you say?
I put eating out market in the last 5 years.
She said, "Has it grown over the last 5 years?" I ask it.
And then Sam says, I'm eating out more because I'm not with my friends yet, but don't worry, they're going to cook for me. Sam, you don't cook? Um, so global eating out market has shown significant growth over the last 5 years, despite challenges posed by COVID-19. The market was valued at 3 trillion. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
This is global though.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Starbucks is global. I mean,
yeah,
McDonald's
true,
is
true.
global,
Damn, how is this possible though? This is crazy to me.
bro. I'm telling you, people do not like convenience, bro. Even like convenience, bro. People love convenience. And then DoorDash and Uber Eats doesn't help either.
No, I know they definitely caused, but I don't know how people could afford this. This is crazy.
Bro, Klarna, baby, Klarna. We got the credit card joints.
Bro, okay. So I wonder if that's causing that too, like what you just mentioned right now. Because right now you could use on Uber Eats, right? You could use Klarna and all them
DoorDash, I
places.
think DoorDash made a deal with Klarna, I believe, just like a couple months ago. And I watched that Caleb Hammer guy on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And one person literally did it. They showed on the little statement that he brought. It said Klarna, DoorDash, and he's like, "Oh my god, we actually found." Yeah, he said no, barely. I mean, I don't know what
No,
Sam was talking
barely.
about, Klarna or what, but people Klarna everything, bro. I mean, that little for payment thing.
Bro.
I
I mean,
mean,
they make it attractive too. Like some of it is like 0% APR. Like you essentially just pay them
Steve,
later.
nobody cares about interest rates, brother. You have to understand, bro.
Bro.
You are a finance guy.
I don't know. I just, the part is, even if you're not a finance guy, I just look at how much people are making. We said this before. Wages are not keeping up, and I'm like, a lot of stuff has gone up. So I'm just surprised people can even afford it. I mean, but it looks like eating out market is going up, guys. I did through all these, DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. Um, yeah, that's surprising. All right. So what other risk are they talking about? Let's see. Let's see. Well, investments to transform.
Starbucks. I mean, people Starbucks got food too. The food
They
is
do.
I
The
don't
food is
cook for real.
the food
Yeah.
is not that good though. Starbucks food. Who likes Starbucks food, guys? You guys ever
I
get
think
food from
San said
Starbucks?
she liked some shit that they had over there. Yesterday
Oh,
when we were
really?
closing, she brought up some like some kind of ham cheese situation, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like even when you look at their reports, Steve-O, like the food segment, I think like it
It's
wasn't
nice.
insignificant. It was like more than 20%, I believe.
Let's see. Let's see. Risk related. All right. This stuff is kind of boring, guys. We might have to skip this. They operate in 87 markets, so they're a big player internationally.
Yeah, look at that. Food was 23%.
Oh, look at this. Risk related to supply chain. Increases in the cost of high quality Arabica coffee or other commodities, or decreases in the availability of high quality Arabica coffee beans. So there's two types of beans, right? There's Arabica coffee, and then what's the other one? I forgot the other one. Damn.
I think Arabica is the most common one.
Aside from Arabica coffee,
There's Robusta. Robusta.
Robusta.
Yeah.
So Arabica, I think, is supposed to be the higher premium coffee.
It's a smoother, sweeter taste with a tone of chocolate, sugar, and fruit. Robusta, stronger, harsher, more bitter taste. Two times. Oh, so Robusta has two times the amount of caffeine.
Really?
Arabica. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay. So San says, yeah, jalapeno chicken pocket. Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Oh, I've had that. That is actually banging. Oh, that is actually pretty good. It's kind of smaller on the size, but yo, it is
I
actually
think
pretty good.
like Starbucks food is overpriced than a mother lover.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I
It
hate
actually
buying
is.
food from like coffee shops.
Yeah, it's
Let's
because
see.
it's usually overpriced. So Arabica, oh my God, I can't even say it. Arabica coffee is more expensive. So you are getting the more expensive coffee, but they're saying that there is a decrease in the availability of high quality coffee beans or other commodities could have an adverse effect. So apparently, I guess coffee prices have gone up where they source it from. Um, we seek tends to trade or negotiate with a premium above the C price. What's the C price? This premium depends on, among other factors, supply and demand at the time of purchase. Increases in the C coffee commodity price. Oh, because it's a commodity. They're talking about, because coffee is a commodity, guys. Like they trade under the, so there's two prices that you got to, so there's a commodity market. It's called the Chicago Mercantile. It trades just like the stock market commodity, like coffee, beans, gold, silver, copper. They trade under the mercantile in Chicago, and their prices vary as well. Like you could actually buy those as well. So they have to buy at those prices. So let's see, commodity exchange, Chicago.
Well, do you remember back home, Steve-O, like on the radio in the morning, they would call out the price of coffee on the radio?
Nah, man, I don't remember that.
Really, bro? That was like, that's when I knew I was late for class. Like, if we were leaving the house and that section of the radio, we got to the coffee section, we are late, late, late. Like, oh shit, we late tonight, boy. Because the traffic in Addis would be fucked up in the morning. Like, woo. Even back then, it was really bad. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be super late today. Because they would they would say the price like washed, unwashed from this region. This is the price.
Really?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Buna buna.
That's something I know
Da-da-da-da-da.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like they used to play that song and then like do the whole like market, like the coffee market. How was it? The whole nine.
So
What's up, people?
guys,
What's up? Welcome to the stream. We got some new viewers. Say what's up in the chat. We're reviewing Starbucks. Starbucks is huge, guys. We're finding out they got 40,000 locations around the world. Who would have thought freaking Starbucks? Mr. Frappe himself got 40,000 of these locations.
yeah, guys. So this is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group. This is where like you could buy commodities, and so Starbucks has its own stock, but they also buy a commodity like coffee. So the price could vary from time to time depending on supply, agricultural supply, all that. So that's what they're saying in there. Um, the climate change may further exacerbate these factors. For example, extreme weather conditions such as drought or frost in Brazil have impacted coffee prices. This is good to know for AB who doesn't believe in weather changes. Look at this. Coffee prices are being affected by
bro.
weather conditions in
The earth
Brazil.
will be fine, bro. But the thing is, like, I mean, what don't they buy the coffee straight from the maker? Why do they need to go to the market though? You
I
know what I
don't know
mean?
actually. I'm not a
I
hundred
never
percent
really understood the
sure.
commodity market. It's kind of,
It's
I
future
feel like it's
price
some.
though. You buy it at future price. So like you could lock up like future price for coffee, you could lock it up now. You know what I'm saying? That's where it affects you. The price you buy it at is where it gets affected because right now you could bid for a contract to buy coffee at like $1 per kilo, whatever the measurement that they use right now. You see what I'm saying? So if there's a disruption right now, the cost of
You
future
can
price
kind of
could go.
make that deal with the maker, with the people that the grower. You know, you can make that
But the
deal like straight up.
grower has better incentive to trade it in the free market and get higher price. Just like, I mean, you know,
Free
why
market.
would they deal
I
directly
mean,
with
if I'm growing coffee, bro, I probably wouldn't want the
volatility?
volatile of the market.
Volatility.
I'd rather just straight up sell to um Starbucks at a rate like I'm basically just become like a 100% full subcontractor to Starbucks, and my business is simpler.
You
I
know,
have more
though,
predictability in my revenue and
right,
everything. You know,
right, right. But there's a lot of stories about Starbucks not paying their suppliers a lot of money, man.
I thought they were like fair share. The whole fair share thing, is that thing bullshit or
Starbucks
what? The whole
don't
fair trade. I mean, fair
pay
trade.
suppliers well, like I mean, there's 2004 says it pays premium price. Um, so some critics argue that don't go far enough. It says 2019 Fair World Project reported instances of slave labor and other abuses on cafe practices, certified coffee plantations in Brazil. Um,
What they always tell you, is that fair trade certified. That's the big thing.
I know. I
Um,
don't know what that means. It's like organic, right? What does organic mean? There's like different definitions of organic, but
well,
there
it's
is
all it says. On a product means it has been product produced and traded according to a set of standards designated to promote social, economic, and environmental sustainability. So focus on producer, standard for production and trade, fair trade premium. So there's a core element in the fair trade premium, a sum paid on top of the selling price, which is invested in the community for education, healthcare, infrastructure, blah blah blah. It's a third party verification, labels and marks. Um, well, it says fair trade certified. It's called fair trade certified.
Yeah, there was this whole allegation, even Ethiopia, because they source coffee from there, that they were not paying enough to source these coffees. Um, Look, it says in 2024, the National Consumers League filed a lawsuit alleging that Starbucks is falsely and deceptively claiming 100% ethical coffee and tea sourcing, citing widespread evidence of labor and human rights violation at its supplier farms. Um, in
Oh, look at that!
2018,
They're gonna
which
fight
one?
back. Though Starbucks saying they're gonna fight back.
Of
They're
course,
denying it.
of course they're gonna fight back. What company would say they admit it?
But
But there is. I mean, we don't know for a fact, obviously, that if this is true or not. But there is allegations about them not paying appropriate price. Let's see what else. What else? Um, what other risk? The loss of key personnel, difficulties with recruiting and retaining qualified personnel, and affecting. There's a survey that said too, like like how many stores were adequately staffed. Like there was a survey that was done. How many Starbucks
Oh, that's a good one.
stores are
Yeah,
adequate?
sometimes they're understaffed as fuck.
They are. I think it was a survey that said like 31% of stores were not adequately staffed. Look, it says according to an internal survey in 2024 revealed that one third of U.S. Starbucks employees believe their stores are consistently adequately staffed. That only one third. So the
Gee,
remaining two thirds, over 60%, think that they're not adequately staffed.
Jesus, that's bad, bro.
Yeah, it says staffing levels received the lowest approval rating in the survey, which was responded by approximately 160,000 employees. I mean, that's a big sample size.
That's
So,
huge.
yeah, that is huge. That's actually very big. Um, so that is one of the risks that they state as well, which is, and they talk about key personnel, but in general, the loss of
Starbucks underneath the engine. We're we're finding out it's a big old corporation underneath the brand. There's a lot of buffoonery taking place.
yes. And look at this labor cost. All these companies be talking about labor costs like as if it's a big. Look at it. It says, for example, at the federal level, on July 1st, 2024, the United States Department of Labor increased the minimum salary threshold requirements for employees who are exempt from Fair Labor Standards Act overtime requirements. This increased minimum wage establishing a working hour and working condition standard for certain partners in California. These changes, along with others that may occur in the future, could have a significant impact on the classification of employees as being exempt from overtime and add to our labor costs. So they were able to exempt some of these employees from being able to be paid overtime. And then now
Why?
because of that, I don't know.
I mean, every day, bro, they are fighting to not give you money. When AB is ranting and raving on a Sunday, I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. We're seeing it right here,
We
evidence
are.
all week.
We are. And even right here says so starting in September 2021, Starbucks partners at a number of company operated stores sought union representation through elections conducted by the National Labor Relations Board. Unions have secured representation rights at hundreds of our more than 10,000 US company operated stores, with potentially more to follow. And Starbucks is engaged in collective bargaining for initial collective bargaining agreements. If we encounter difficulties negotiating collective bargaining agreements, are unsuccessful in those efforts, or obtain contracts with unfavorable terms, that we could incur additional cost.
I mean, but I do know like Starbucks is actually decent. Like they do provide healthcare and
They do.
um like tuition reimbursement and it's
They
actually
do.
one of the more decent fast food places to work for. So that's why that guy was so triggered when Bernie was like, "You're a billionaire," and and the guy's like, "I grew up in New York City with government housing. My mama was in government housing. I got a billionaire status by working. I ain't did none."
No, you're 100% right. I mean, they are at least somewhat better. And you talk to the employees at Starbucks, they seem a little bit more happier than other stores. So they have health coverage if you work at Starbucks, dental, vision, access to 20 free therapy sessions per year. If you're making too many coffees, you have some mental health resources for you. Paid leave, paid parental leave was increasingly significant starting in March 2020, offering up to 18 weeks of fully paid leave for birth parents. Oh, damn, that's pretty good, bro. That's better than like a lot of corporate jobs, man. 18 weeks? That is very good.
Paid leave, 18 weeks of fully paid leave for birth parents.
Bro, that is good.
18 weeks, what's that?
That's what
That's
over
5 months, almost
yeah,
5 months.
yeah, a little bit of 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. A little bit less than 5 months, but yeah. time off, paid
That's
vacation.
respect. Yeah, actually, yeah.
This
The
is
oil
pretty
and gas
good.
company I think I worked at, I don't even think they gave 3 months.
That's what I typically saw, like 3 months. Like that's what I have seen in the past with other companies. You get life
Damn.
insurance, and then they match 100% of your 401k retirement
Wow,
up
five
to
percent, up to
5%.
five
I mean,
percent.
yeah, that's
Wow.
good.
So I'm
Eligible
looking
part-time
at
job.
jobs, right? I'm looking at
Uh-huh.
jobs,
You trying to apply
and it
to
looks
Starbucks?
like, yeah, maybe, this economy, we might have to get 2, 3 jobs to make it through. So it looks like at the airport, the pay range is 15.25 to 18.25 at New Orleans Airport.
um, at the airport, guys, what do you think about that hourly rate?
That's trash, bro.
Is that? I mean, I don't know what people. I mean, look at what about McDonald's? If you compare it to McDonald's, which one do you think is the harder job? Working for McDonald's or Starbucks?
McDonald's, I think, is harder
Yeah, bro.
because
Exactly.
you know why? Because you're grilling and frying and shit. It's hot in there. This one is just you're just dealing with ice and coffee. It's just ice cup coffee, ice cup coffee, ice cup coffee.
uh, you know,
Um,
these people should get tipped. I don't know why they don't have tips at like McDonald's and stuff, by the way, but that's another topic. McDonald's, yeah. So Santa agrees. McDonald's is harder. And they're not getting benefits like this, guys. Look, they even get stock equity. Like you could actually earn some stocks in the company if you work there. Student loan resources. Man, also matches.
McDonald's. I'm looking at McDonald's maintenance. Maintenance at 11.50 an hour, bro. That's insane.
And McDonald's bathrooms be nasty. I told you about that.
What's
They're
maintenance? Is
nasty.
that the cleaning person?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I didn't even know they had a specific job for maintenance.
The maintenance person assists management in achieving, maintaining outstanding interior and exterior cleanliness and maintaining equipment too. It's not just
Wow, they making you work,
bro. Look at this.
extra.
Look at the job description. Filtering oil fryers daily. That's hard.
Damn.
Maintaining outside grounds. So you gotta walk around and clean all day and shit.
Yeah.
Clean equipment inside out. Windows, stockroom, restroom. Unload delivery trucks 2 times a week, take out and empty trash, change light bulb, clean HVAC and roof debris.
Bro. For $11 an hour.
$11, 11.50.
That's crazy, bro. And you're not getting these kind of benefits that Starbucks is getting, guys. And they even get free coffee and food. What?
But there is a general manager pay, looks like 50 to 60, it says.
That's garbage, dude. You know what a
Yeah,
general manager, you know how much
yeah, that's a
responsibility that
lot of
is?
that's a lot of
That's a
work.
lot of responsibility, bro. Being a
Yeah,
general
well,
manager at
it says 60 to 75. I don't know what it is.
bro.
Yeah, but damn, bro, 11.50, dog. You can't even, bro. You cannot do shit with that.
You
What are you gonna
cannot
do
do
with that?
anything. And that guy's tired at the end of the day, man. That's a hard labor right there. Meanwhile, you see Starbucks employees, you get free coffee and food, free beverages while you're on break, and a free pound of coffee or box of tea every week for home. Employee discount, 30% off drinks. Man, we got to be friends with a person that works at Starbucks. 30% off
Bro, you
drinks.
know how much this freaking pay would be on a monthly basis?
Uh,
About 18.50 before taxes.
with $11?
Yeah,
That's actually not
before
terrible.
taxes, Stevo.
No,
Before
true,
tax.
true. But I actually thought it was gonna be less. No, it is still low. But like
So
you said,
after taxes, we take 20% off.
so like 1,500,
$1,500, bro.
1,500. So the person is making like $400 per week type.
Bro, 1,500 take home a month. How you gonna pay
$11.
rent and food and transportation? You're just like one step away from being homeless.
So compare that with this, where they also get free Spotify subscription if you work at Starbucks.
So you
Like,
can get rid of your depression of working like getting paid so shitty.
yo, this is actually pretty strong benefits. I don't know why they complain about Starbucks. This is actually amazing benefits. I haven't seen it
And
in
I
bigger
guess guys,
companies.
this is where like having high margins come into play.
Mm.
right? Starbucks, we'll see maybe their gross margins. I would assume their gross margin is higher than McDonald's gross margin.
And I mean, you got to explain to the people what gross margin is too.
Yeah, so basically it's sort of like, okay, let's say you charge like let's say you sell a drink for $5, and the what it costs you to make that drink. So the labor and the material that goes into it, if it's $1, then you have an 80% gross margin. So it only costs you $1 to make and you sell it for 5. So you got 80%, which is $4 to work with. So that could mean, paying your employees higher, all kinds of stuff. But if you make it for $1 and you sell it for $1.50 or two, you don't have a lot of room to work with in there.
You
And
don't.
that's what it is. So even like Lulu, and this is why they try to get us, they try to brand themselves as a premier product so they can charge higher. So there's enough. Now, technically, the money, the extra money they get from charging higher should be flowing to the employee. A lot of times they just pocket that through bonuses and all kinds of stuff. But this is kind of why you want to work at a place that has a high margin business. So there's a lot of money left over for you and everything. You don't want to work at a low margin place like even Walmart. Walmart is running tight.
Yeah.
Walmart runs tight. So this is why it's tougher.
Yeah. Coffee is a high margin business because think about it, guys. It's really coffee and water. For you know what I'm saying? It's a really high profit and the amount that they charge. So AB's on point. San says I saw a guy walk in and give a tip to every person who was at work, which is $20 a person. Oh, you talking about a McDonald's? No, I hear you. I mean, they need tips. All right. So some risks that they also saying is certain activist shareholder actions have caused and could continue to cause us to incur expense, hinder execution of our business strategy, and adversely impact our stock price. Guys, so what sometimes happens is somebody could have enough of a share in a company where they could demand board seats. If you acquire a percentage of like a few percentage, like 3, 5%, then at that point you could be like, hey, I need some board seats, and then I could steer the company a different way, especially if they think that the stock could be higher. So this is another risk that they state. All right, other risk. We're reaching an hour and 37. We'll go down to the financials. I just want to make sure we're not missing any other juicy information.
Yeah,
What
I
else?
kind of went through it. I didn't see anything too crazy.
No, you didn't see no
But
lawsuits.
I mean, some of the yeah,
Properties. Oh, so this is the places that have that they own for warehousing and stuff. In New York, Pennsylvania, Seattle, Washington, New York,
Shanghai.
Auburn, Shanghai, Lebanon, Tennessee, in China. So they own most of their roasting facilities and then lease the majority of our warehousing and distribution locations. And that as of last year, Starbucks had 21,000 company operated stores, almost all of which are leased. So they're a little bit different strategy than the McDonald's. For
McDonald's. Yeah.
McDonald's owns a lot of the real estate, like 80% of the buildings in McDonald's franchise are owned by McDonald's. So as of last year, they had approximately 17,000 shareholders of record. That's actually not a lot. So that means a majority of their shares are actually held by institutional investors.
I didn't even know
Wow.
that they listed
Yeah,
that.
look at that. Yeah, that's incredible. What else? Look at the performance of Starbucks, guys, compared to. So if you invested in Starbucks just in 2019, $100, the green is what you see. Actually, damn, I actually didn't do that well. What the hell?
It went up a little bit, but it's way worse than even S&P and
Yeah.
everybody else.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So Starbucks I actually underperform. But this is the other thing too. This is around COVID time, guys. COVID time, they did take a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like 2020, 2021, they did take a hit because Starbucks is a more like dining type experience where people chill there. They did shift their strategy later on. Now there's actually a majority of their orders is like mobile orders.
Honestly, I think I want to push back on the whole like. I don't know. This is not a fact. This is just a feeling. I don't have a
Yeah.
data on this. I don't. I think most of it is to go, bro. The drive-through and the to go.
No, now it is after they changed it. So after COVID, during COVID is when they changed it. Then because before COVID it was like 30 something percent, and then now it is more mobile order. It's like 70 or 80% is mobile order.
Damn,
Yeah, it's
that
crazy. High, bro.
much?
Yeah, the video
We
I
saw
saw,
Chipotle. It was only 35% yesterday.
I watched the YouTube video talking about that, and I mean, I'm taking it obviously as it's a word. I haven't confirmed it, but that's what it
Wow,
said.
80%.
It was very high, bro.
Steve,
But we'll
that's
confirm.
crazy. I
We'll
mean,
confirm. Let's see what
no.
percentage.
I mean, like, but bro, do you know what that means? Like, bro, retail is really gonna die, bro.
If this is true. Oh, well, I guess the person was wrong. They said, this is why we check, guys. You see, you can't believe everything you see on YouTube.
Some sources even report
User
as
reports that
30%.
30% of Starbucks orders are made through mobile ordering. That's actually way lower than what they stated.
But maybe he's adding into like drive-through and stuff like nobody actually walks in, that kind of thing.
That's what he's talking about, the drive-through. But yeah, I guess this is not right.
Well, mobile order, like so Chipotle had 35%
That's like
yesterday.
online. Okay.
And the new Chipotles they're building, 80% of them are gonna have a drive-through line. The new ones they're building.
But why didn't they have drive-through to begin with? Chipotle like that? I don't understand.
I mean, but this drive-through is weird. You can't place an order at the drive-through. It's only for pickup on your digital order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was like, okay, that's sort of weird.
That's
I guess they don't
bizarre.
wanna associate themselves as a fast food joint.
Wow. Or maybe
Like I don't
also,
know. I don't know what's the purpose of, because like if I order at the damn thing, you should be able to make me a bowl within less than a minute.
yeah,
So what's the
I
big deal? You got
agree.
everything made. You should actually be faster than freaking. You should be as fast as McDonald's is making me a bowl or a burrito. What's the big deal when I pull up and order in my drive-thru? I would
You
feel
know
like
what?
they would.
There's less room for error though when you do a mobile order compared to like when you're listening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Drive-through.
yeah, you know
That
what?
might be the advantage.
Yeah, what do you want on it? You gotta describe. It's not a set menu.
Yeah,
That's why you can't order. Oh, I forgot about that. I
it's
forgot
probably the
about the
only
whole
reason I would
customization
think.
thing.
But aside
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that, I
yeah.
don't think there's a big advantage.
I forgot.
But
I
guys,
completely forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. That's not really possible to do a drive-through because yeah, little sour cream, a little thing, la, da, da,
yeah,
standing up.
especially you can't see it. Like, yeah. Hey,
No, no,
let
no,
me
a little bit
see
more. No, 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 no. I can see you putting less. I can hear you putting less sour cream. Can you put more? Like,
Ah,
yeah.
that's funny. But guys, if you invested in 2019, it did not outperform the market. Actually, it has underperformed. If you invested in S&P 500, you would have done way better than if you invested in Starbucks. So it hasn't been a good performer over the past 5 years. Actually, your money would have been $100 invested in 2019. 5 years later, would only be $122. Comparably, if you invested in the S&P 500, that money would have been $209. So
Bro,
what's
Steve,
wrong? What's going on?
man, it's so crazy. It's so crazy how much S&P doubled in 5 years. You saw
Yes.
that?
Yeah, I saw that.
But you know why, right? That's the whole like, I watched this guy named Gary Economics on YouTube. Yeah, I gotta go
Yeah.
check him out. Gary's Economics on YouTube. And basically, the rich had so much money left over, they didn't know where to put the money, and they gotta put it somewhere. This is
So they
why
put
asset prices like went crazy after COVID,
Hmm.
because all the money that was released in the system eventually made it up to the top. And these rich people are not gonna just put it in the bank. They're gonna have to put it somewhere. This is why, the stock market is at an all-time high right now.
Hmm.
But
No, I mean, the I mean, for whatever reason, right? Like as AB mentioned, we see the reason
Gold is at
behind
an
it.
all-time high. Bitcoin is these people are just looking for any place to put their money. They're just looking for any place, real estate, anything they can put because they can't just let it sit in a bank account. You understand?
No, of
So
course not.
it
Yeah.
doesn't even have to have any sense to why, just maybe this is where your whole like supply and demand thing might actually come in this time because like there's no logic. Maybe there is no logic to some of these stock prices. It's
No, there
just
is not. Guys,
uh,
and that's the biggest thing about stock prices is like sometimes it's not as logical as AB stated. It's really not. Sometimes it does drive based on okay, they're doing well, and then the stock market performs well, but sometimes it's not really like that. And
but
I mean,
Steve,
like,
have you ever asked yourself how does the number actually move?
no, no. I mean, most of the
So I
time it's perceived value. What
no,
would
but
you like?
like what is there somebody sitting at a computer moving the number like 1947, 1948, 1940? It's not like that, right?
No, no,
Obviously,
no, it's
like
not.
that's
No,
dumb,
no,
right? But how does a number actually move? You ever ask yourself that question?
no, not really. I
I
mean,
mean,
what
I
is?
think it's important. So I kind of looked into it, and the best
Uh-huh.
of my understanding was basically it's the supply and demand. It's the it's the sell orders and the demand orders that move it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But obviously there's some algorithm, whatever software. It's
Right.
like matching the buy and the sell, and that's how that number moves. So really, this number it gets controlled by these big institutions. Like if Vanguard says, "I'm not really feeling make Starbucks," and they sell,
Yes.
oh man, sell, 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 sell. So you're just kind of like, oh shit, they're selling, so I gotta sell too. I don't want to lose.
Right. Right.
So it's a lot of frenzy. So they make it seem like there is some like we are sitting up here and we're trying to figure it out just as much as the
Right.
CNBC guys and everything. But like you go to like Seeking Alpha, everybody has an opinion. Oh, they're the whole digital is going up. That means it's gonna do da 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 da. It's like okay, you try to figure it out, but it's really not that big of a science as they make it appear like there is.
Yeah, I mean there is a correlation, but I don't know how big of a correlation it is. But I mean, there are some correlation because people have been able to make money though. But it's not an absolute science. It's not 100% science. It's not like if you do A, B, and C, like you're guaranteed. If anybody says you're guaranteed to make money, run away. Like that. That is not. That doesn't exist. Because I mean, even right now, just looking at Starbucks numbers, I'm actually surprised that their stock has just thus far is not doing well. I mean, even net revenues, we're looking at it right now. So they made 29 billion in 2024, and just company operated stores, licensed stores made 4.5 billion, and then others total net, I mean, it's 36 billion. That's a lot of money. And that's more than the previous year, 35 billion.
Yeah,
Let's
but it
see.
only
Let's
went up by 0.6%, and that's the issue right there. Um,
True, but it still went up though. So
but
operating income
I mean,
went
as an
down.
investor, right, you're always looking for that shooting star. You know,
True, true.
as an investor, you're always like, hey, I want higher returns on my on my, So I think they kind of face the same stagnation as McDonald's. It's like they've
Yeah,
like hit the plateau almost, like, and it's very very hard to grow at this size because
yeah,
they have
exactly.
a huge part. They have a huge portion of this market.
They
They're like
do.
40%. I read like they own like 40% of this market, which is crazy. Like the specialty coffee segment is what this
Right,
is called,
right, right, right.
and 40% is crazy. So
I mean, guys, just like a human, like a business has a maturity cycle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be growth, 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 but then eventually though, you know what I'm saying? You might be what, 5'8", but at 5'8", you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? There's no more height. And the same thing with a business. They have over 40,000 stores. They have a lot of international presence and North America presence. Eventually, though, there's gonna be kind of stagnant. Like unless you diversify into other lanes, like aside from coffee and stuff, it is hard to grow, especially with other competition. They have a huge and fierce competition from China, which we haven't even addressed. But there's a big competitor in China that's like messing them up. And
It's
it looks,
coming to the US too.
is it really?
Yes.
Wow. And
Lurkin or some shit. That's what you're talking about,
yes,
Lurkin.
guys, there's a
Yeah, that
company
boy
called
Lurkin is coming to the US, baby.
Larkin. Wow, I'm surprised. What's his name? Trump is allowing Larkin to come out there. Yeah, guys, this coffee place in China is huge.
Yeah, Luckin, yeah.
Larkin Coffee, and it's a competitor for Starbucks. And it literally was just it's not even been in business
Shit,
for
it's
long.
huge, bro. Whoa,
2017. But
damn.
it expanded rapidly, surpassing Starbucks in the number of stores in China by 2019.
Wow, amazing.
And technology-driven approach, Luckin focused on a technology-driven app-based ordering and payment system. And maybe that's why the reason that they're going that route as well. And then they offer lower prices. Look at that. That's the key thing, guys. Often with aggressive discounts and promotion. And then after focusing on China and Singapore, Luckin Coffee recently entered the US market. Oh, opening its first man. So let's see what Luckin Coffee look like.
Guys, have you ever heard of this company? You know, man, like the Chinese are having their moment, I feel like right now.
Bro, China is taking a
You know,
lot
we
of
got
segments.
TikTok. We got TikTok. That was their first export. I feel like that was their first successful export to the world.
Yes.
I can't think of another Chinese brand before that that was highly
As big
successful.
as a presence, yeah. No, I
Yeah,
don't think so. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I
you
mean,
know, so
TikTok
that
is
was a
amazing.
smash hit. And now, you know, even Tesla is struggling in China because of BYD.
Yeah, BYD is amazing, guys. If you've never seen, we covered Tesla, but if you ever seen BYD cars, guys, they are amazing. And we're covering right now Luckin Coffee, which is a big competitor for Starbucks. I was trying to see their price. What the
And
hell are their price?
doesn't it feel Western? It
It
doesn't feel
does
like a
the
Chinese
vibes.
brand. It
Yeah,
looks like it's like from, you know, like I don't know, like Kentucky or something. Like what is the with the deer? Like they don't even have deers in freaking China. Like what the like you know, so I think that they've
damn, why can't
studied the
I-
Western market and they're like, you know what? Let's copy the Western market. And they're finally coming up with their own brands and things like this.
guys, they're supposed to be much cheaper. I can't find the damn price, but I mean the
Or you could
coffee
say
looks
Lurkin
good.
Coffee, New York's NYC price. You know, do that.
Let's see, Luckin Coffee.
Uh,
Let's see, maybe the menu. New customers could often find introductory deals as low as nine. Regular prices for items like drip coffee are around 345. That's actually kind of
same
expensive.
price.
What are we talking? But this is also New York, guys. You got to
Yeah.
take it.
So
New York
Starbucks
is
has at least got to be $1 more than that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The New York prices are crazy. So this is not a good comparison. But supposedly it is a cheaper alternative.
As
And
long as they're cheaper than Starbucks, you know, like people be like, I don't care.
yeah,
You know, I
why
wonder
not?
though. I wonder if the brand loyalty will be there. You know,
So that's another thing because Starbucks has changed since COVID. They changed from it used to be like if you look at a Starbucks like 5 years ago compared to after COVID, they took out like those nice chairs, the little nooks and stuff like that in most stores, and then kind of now slim their actual
square
like
footage, the seating
square
area.
footage. The seats are not as nice. So and then now they're kind of going to mobile type of business process. People are not experiencing that like high end type feel. Like so it's becoming, especially when you're doing a mobile order, right? Like at that point, what's the difference? You know what I mean? You're not getting the sit down experience. Um, so I could see people shifting. I mean, I would definitely shift at these prices. The coffee is the
Bro,
same. I
I
would.
honestly think this whole industry is gonna go fully pickup only.
Oh, I could see that. I could
Uh,
definitely see that.
maybe lunch will be the only time people will sit. But I think like if you go to Chipotle at like 7 p.m., nobody's sitting in there. I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
No.
just pick up and go. Like lunch, okay, like you break away from the office and you got the blue collar worker that comes in with his like, the hard hat. He gotta sit down and eat and stuff. I can see lunch, but like I don't know, man. Most people just, bro, the Uber Eats, the DoorDash, the picking up, the ordering on the app and stuff, man, that has picked up so much.
It has. You know what's surprising to me though is as high profitable as coffee is, I don't know why like McDonald's, Wendy's, all these people are not like doubling down also on coffee. Like you're already selling food, people are coming to you. Why wouldn't you have premium coffee in your store? Like that's so crazy. I'm like, yo, why
What
wouldn't
they
you?
do, I mean, McDonald's does have it.
But it's not premium, like the same level. Like you could literally take a big market because Starbucks doesn't have much food, right? Or their price is a little expensive. Like you would have to go to two places to get decent coffee and somewhat decent
But when
food.
you say premium, what do you mean? Like it is still like a
Who?
McDonald's latte costs the same as like a Starbucks latte
No,
almost.
hell no. McDonald's latte does not cost the same as
Maybe
Starbucks.
$1 cheaper. Is that important? Is that significant
Of
enough?
course, it's important. McDonald's, guys. What do you think about McDonald's? What do they have? McDonald's
Latte versus
latte cost.
Starbucks latte price.
Because we know what the latte cost is at. Look at this, bro. A McDonald's.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Of course, it's not $2. You thought
No,
it was
no,
two
no, no, no.
bucks?
No, it's
Hell
not $2.
no.
It's not $2, but it's cheaper. Hold on. Compared to
It's only
Starbucks.
like $1 cheaper, bro. It's really not that big of a difference.
Let me see. Yeah, but $1 is significant when you look at. All right, so look, a medium McDonald latte costs around $2.79, while a Starbucks latte is the same. That's $2 difference.
I don't believe that 279 is not right, bro. Hold up.
This
Let
is
me try to do. Let
2015,
me go
though.
on
Hold
my app
on.
right now. That 279 ain't right.
But this also says 2015. This is not as accurate. Hold on.
Yeah. That boy ain't right. Let me see. I'm gonna go on my app right now. I'm a loyal
Look,
McDonald's.
in 2025, a McDonald latte is typically cheaper than a Starbucks. A medium McDonald's latte might be around 2.79.
Hold
Bro, it
up.
is $2
I'm gonna
lower,
give it to
bro.
you right now. I'm gonna give it to you right now, baby.
Yo, I'm
Live.
telling you. How much?
Live. We're gonna get into it. Hold up. Let's see.
While AB's looking up the price difference between a McDonald's latte and a Starbucks latte, we're gonna look at the numbers. So they
We
made
got French vanilla latte.
uh-huh.
The smallest one is 320.
What? For McDonald's.
Yeah,
But
right
is
here.
this a New Orleans price? Maybe they because you're in
Nah,
Harlem.
nah, nah,
No,
nah, 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 nah. This
320
is 320 for the small size.
for a latte.
Yeah.
So that's like $1 cheaper. Like slightly less than $1. It's not significant.
Yeah.
That's high actually. I mean, McDonald's latte is not that good. Guys, what do you think?
Bro, I mean, you can go anywhere. Even at the damn like Circle K, it's not that cheap, bro. It's probably $3 too.
Really?
Yeah, like
Dude,
that's what I'm saying. Like
nah,
they
you
know
see what
the
I'm saying? You
market.
gotta have some premium offerings though. At least make the perception of like it being premium. Perhaps the coffee is the same. But that's high. For coffee, that's insane. So guys, they made $5.4 billion in net profit and net income. Or no, operating income. That's not net income. Made less than the previous year. Why? Why did they make less? The
If you want to get to the
reason.
actual like financial statement, it's like page 49. But yeah.
Okay, I'll jump to 49. I just want to see right here. So store operating expense. So they look like they had a higher cost, store operating expense and product cost. So that commodity price is hitting them. Let's look 49.
Well, put 53 on there.
53.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's see their net income 3 years in a row, or net revenue. So net revenue has gone up from 2023 to 2024 was slightly, not by much, by like 400 million or 300 million, but it has increased from 2022. In general, they made 36 billion in total net revenues, more than 2023. And then they had, so operating income was lower than previous year because they had some higher costs. And then interest income. So they do invest in something because they had some interest income. Interest expense was 562. So they do have a decent amount of debt. And
Yo, fun fact: Chipotle had no debt,
for real?
bro.
Zero?
I thought I was tripping.
What?
They had lease obligations, like that's normal.
Of course, yeah.
No debt, no notes, no long-term debt, zero,
No
nada.
way. Hold on. What was the overall conclusion? Was it a buy for you?
Um, yeah, I mean, like they.
You don't seem confident
Well,
about it.
when we looked at 2025, they were having dips, but it's like the cheapest it's been in a while. The stock. So if you actually
Mm.
believe in in Chipotle, this is probably the time to get in if you're gonna get in.
What
Um,
didn't you like about it though? Like you don't seem as
no,
optimistic.
no, no, no. They the only thing is like in 2025, like they sales have slumped.
Okay.
So it's like, but they've taken hits for that in the stock market, in the price. So it's actually probably a good time to get in if you're gonna get in it. But no, they had
Mm.
like great margins. Like their net margin was like 11.5% or 12% or something like that. They made profit $1.5 billion. Yeah, things looked clean. Like they didn't have anything crazy. Everything was on the up and up. Um, they didn't have
Interesting.
nothing crazy at all. So now they've cleaned it up, but like the stock has done well the last like they had
Last
that big
decade.
like E. coli situation happened
Yeah,
2015,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then they took a few years to recover. Since then, they've really like have went up.
Yeah, it was a really high performing stock at one point.
Yeah,
So net profit, guys, they made 3.7 billion, a little bit lower than last year, because I think some of that costs have increased for them from last year, like product and distribution cost, store operating expenses and stuff
but
has gone
Steven,
up.
let me just say right,
What?
Chipotle had about close to like about like 4,000 stores,
Yeah,
and they made 1.5 in
in net
profit.
income.
Yeah,
Okay, how much in revenue?
what is 10%? I mean, what is that?
15 billion.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, but look at our boys. They have what 40,000 stores,
They're making 10% though. It's still the
but
same percentage.
40,000 stores and only 3.7.
It's definitely not as impressive as McDonald's. I mean, Starbucks right now, I mean, they made 10% of net
No,
income,
it's
but
not even
it's
as impressive as Chipotle. I feel like Chipotle for only 4,000 stores made
but the
1.5
percentage,
billion dollars.
I mean, I get what you're saying. There's obviously a significant amount of stores for Starbucks. Um, yeah, to make only 1.5 with 40,000 stores as opposed to, you said how many stores does Chipotle have?
Like 3,700, not even 4,000.
Wow. So on a per store basis, so Chipotle might be making a lot of money, which also, Chipotle is a little bit more, the margins on food is higher than coffee. I mean, no, margins on food is lower than coffee. So that's
So
surprising.
like no, the thing is they triple in sales. So Chipotle does about 3 million per store, and Starbucks does about 1.2 per store.
Ah, interesting. Hmm. I mean, it's healthier
So,
too. I mean, the one thing that Chipotle does have going for it though is like it's viewed as healthier. So, and people are
well, and
shifting
then it's
towards that.
dinner too. It's not just drinks. It's dinner and
True.
lunch, which is
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
high, a much more thing you buy than like a coffee. And it's cheaper too, right? $5-6 versus 12, 13, 14, $15 at Chipotle, right? Like per ticket.
Yeah,
So
per
the
ticket.
average
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
person's
yeah. Right.
is gonna spend more.
True. Facts. So we're looking at the balance sheet, guys. This what shows us the cash, the other belongings, some liabilities that they have. So they have 3.2 billion in cash, a little bit less than last year. Short-term investments, this is like marketable securities, 257, which is less than last year as well. Account receivable, this is money that they're owed, also went up. That means they haven't been able to collect the monies. 1.2, and then inventory at 1.7 billion. Huh. I mean, it must be like coffee and stuff. And they do sell like, merchandise too with Starbucks, those cups, those little things that they be selling. They have, that's a pretty high inventory.
I
I
mean,
mean,
40,000 stores when you think about it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I guess when you look at it, but it's for compared to their cash, 1.7, half of that is in your, you also have that in inventory. That's a little high, a little bit less than the previous year. Prepaid expense 313 million. So total current assets they have 6.8. So this is money available with them in less than a year, like quick turnaround money. Long-term investments. So they have some investments. This could be like, it could be another company, it could be stocks or some type of thing that they invest in a long term, but that cannot be converted within less than a year. That's 276 million went up. Equity investments, this is like ownership they have in other investments as well. 463 million. They do have some property, plant, and equipment, which typically is like real estate or it could be machinery and things like that. That went up, which is actually surprising because they lease most of their stores. So what in the world do they?
if you want to get into that, you can go to like page 75 and below. It
Oh, they
kind of
have
breaks
it in
down,
this.
and I was kind of like, this is bullshit, but yeah.
Oh, it is okay. So we'll check that out. Goodwill, huh? They have a 3 billion in goodwill. What did they acquire? Or this must be like from when they first.
Kava and stuff.
Okava is part of Starbucks
No,
now.
not Kava, like Tiava or the tea place.
Oh, when they acquired that the tea company. Okay. So total assets 31 billion. Let's see, current liabilities. Account payable 1.5. That's not bad. Total current liabilities 9 billion. So they look at their current liabilities, bro, compared to the current asset. That's concerning right there. Current
Let
assets
me
only
see.
6.8. Liabilities 9. So it's like they can't cover their short-term liabilities, their short-term bills. That's not good. Starbucks, what's going on? What's going on, Starbucks? Long-term debt, 14 billion. Dude,
Yeah,
look at their
that
total
that is
liabilities.
good. Yeah, bro. Yeah, these
What the
boys are
hell?
loaded up, son. Yeah,
Yo, their total assets is less than their total liabilities. Oh,
yeah. I know.
wow.
When I
Oh,
looked at that
this is
shit, I'm like,
why the stock is taking a hit. No wonder.
these boys are
Oh,
loaded up. What was their revenue? I forget. Uh,
revenue is about
was it 35 or something?
32, 30,
I think it was like 35 or something like that. 36. Okay.
36. Man, hold up. Their balance sheet doesn't look that pretty, guys. What's
But
going on?
it's
Starbucks.
bad, bro. It is bad. Yeah.
Yo, what's up with that? Why do you have so many long-term debt? Like
If
that's
you go to like 75 and below, if you want to,
capital
whatever. But
management thing.
oh yeah, they kind of break down like other things.
Okay. I just want to look at their cash flow and then we'll jump right into that, guys, and then we'll start to wrap up. I know this is long. We appreciate you being here. What questions do you have about Starbucks? Damn, I don't see the cash flow statement. You said 70 what?
75. Well,
75. Let's go to 75, guys. What is causing this issue?
no, like 75 on not page thing, but like 75 on the thing. Like the bottom. Like
What am I at right now? Okay, 72. I see. I see. So I got 2 more pages. Guys, we just looked at their balance sheet, which shows us how much
Oh, look. Okay, this is
ability
property.
that they have. So let's
Look
look
at
at
that, Steve. How the fuck did they claiming lease improvements at 11.4 billion, bro?
So this is like, you know, when they buy the Starbucks store, and you know how like they
Yeah.
change it up, they change the
Don't you think that's kind of
lighting.
bullshit a little bit?
It is, but it is allowed in accounting, but it is kind of BS. I agree with you. Because if you rented out a space and you make it mad nice, that does go towards your balance sheet. But really, though, when you do leave that space, you know what I'm saying? You don't own the building. This is essentially worthless. Like you
I
can't,
mean, it's worth something. It's
but
worth
like,
something,
yeah, but
but
like,
not a book value.
no, but you like, even if you want to resell it at that point, you're gonna get pennies on the dollar. Like, you know what I mean? You're not gonna get that much. So
Yeah.
it's kind of fugazi. So this is probably
Yeah.
why the stock is
And I
not doing
think,
that
and
great.
it's because they said since it will have future benefits, like the whole matching principle in accounting. So
Yes,
that's why
yes,
they
yes.
do this.
They
That's what
do.
we googled it yesterday, even with like Chipotle yesterday. I was like, that's kind of
Yo,
bullshit.
they do it over the lease term. So if the thing is being leased over 20 years, you know, lease improvements would also be capitalized for that time. And
But Steve, you remove that, bro. That's the biggest chunk.
it
That
is.
ain't good.
This ain't good. I mean, they already their liabilities exceeded their assets, and then now when you take in consideration this is part of their assets, this is why, guys, their stocks is taking a hit. I mean, this makes a lot of sense. But look at this though, yo, I could actually see why. Look at their wages and benefits. That's 8.8. That's actually pretty high. 8.8 billion over
On a
36.
let's see,
That's pretty big.
0.8.
That's actually their biggest cost. All this benefit and stuff that they given, and actually it's giving them a big hit.
Actually, that's
Hey,
industry standard. 25% labor.
25%.
Yeah.
But it's a high point in their cost. I mean, if you had to cut costs, right? Because you know that's the thing that went up this year, the total store operating expense.
Yeah, I
And if
think
you look,
Chipotle has similar thing, like 30% on food costs. I think labor was 25, and rent was about 5%, I think, or 10%, or 5 to 10%, 5%, I think.
but
Yeah.
you see, I'm surprised it's the same because Starbucks. I don't look at Chipotle, but Starbucks offers a whole bunch of benefits as we saw. How could that be the same for Chipotle? That's weird. You know what I mean? Like Starbucks has a way bigger benefit than any company that we've seen from.
Yeah.
So, and it went up from the previous year. It was at 8.7. Now it's at 8.8 billion.
Well, that's because they open more stores too. So let's not forget that.
True. Yeah. True.
So it's not the same number of stores. So it's
Agreed.
gonna naturally go up. Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Uh, but I mean, it does make you wonder though, would I want to give this much amount of benefits? Like if I take out some of these benefits, you know what I'm saying? This is what people think about though. Like
No,
when
I
they
mean it's
want
true, right?
the
How many
easier thing
employees do
that
they
they
have?
think about is like, oh, what if I slash this? This is the easier thing to fix as
Right.
opposed to finding out the root cause of other issues.
How
Wow.
much they can. So they had 361,000 people, Steve,
That's a lot of people, bro.
employees wise, right? So
I guess though, when you compare it to Starbucks, I mean not Starbucks, McDonald's had like 1.2, and they had almost similar stores. So
but I'm
Starbucks is
saying
actually
if they save like $100, you know, that's 36 million. So if they could
for
find a way to save $100 per employee on
per
something
employee. Look
per
at that.
year, right?
Yeah,
But if they find 1,000, then that's $360 million.
look at that.
So if they can find a way to save 1,000 per employee, some way, shape, or form, that might be that therapy session that ain't gonna happen. That might be,
That
you know,
tuition.
tuition, or that might be like giving you a little less hours, or whatever.
And then
That
now,
that that's why, like, when
so the same thing that you made, right? Now imagine robots come in. How much is your cost going to be? It is not going to be 8.8 billion. You really might cut down this to like 2 billion.
Yeah,
You're saving $6 billion on labor.
that goes straight to profit. That will go straight to profit. Yeah,
Dog.
bro. This is Chipotle, bro. Like they are investing in these companies. They're not even like waiting for the innovation to come to them. They're going to it, and they're like, we gonna push the innovation forward. Like one of the AI companies that Chipotle like is investing slash using
Mm-hmm.
for hiring, all the chains were using them.
Wow.
Rallies, Panda Express, like all the brands were using it,
Oh,
and it
I've
was
seen
based.
that. I've seen that when you showed the screen. I didn't see McDonald's in there, but I did see a whole bunch of companies.
Yeah, I don't think I saw McDonald's, but like it was like 20 chains that were using it. But
And
look
these
at all
are
this.
all the bond offerings. Yeah, this is all debt that they've issued. $15.5 billion. These are all when, and these are shows you when it is due. February
Oh,
2026 notes, June 2026 notes.
sheesh, a
I mean, the
billion.
interest rate is not that crazy, which is favorable to them. Like if you borrowed this from the bank, it would be higher. Like look at the effective interest rate. It's pretty. And this is another way that companies could raise money is through bonds. And I'm actually surprised that they're able to get this low of a bond. Like we gotta look at their credit score. Well, what's their? What do you guys think Starbucks credit score is?
But
What
I wonder,
is?
like, I'm trying to understand why they needed to raise all this money for.
It beats
It's
me,
like
bro.
you are profitable, so what's the problem?
So look at this. Look at their rating. So long-term rating BBB plus. That's essentially just a little bit higher than junk rating. Moody's BA. These ranges are indicating moderate to good investment grade. However, it's within the Moody's revised outlook from stable to negative in April 2025, citing weakening profitability and credit metrics. Hold on, let's dive deeper on this because
Steve, but look at it though. They had 40,000 stores, right? And they only made what 3.5 billion in profit.
yeah, like 10%.
We got remember I keep going back to Lulu. Lulu only made 10 billion and they made 2 billion in profit
And I
with
mean,
way less stores, way less
and
headache.
to compare apples to apples, like Chipotle, like you said, because to keep it in the food industry, you said they only have what one fourth of the stores that
Yeah,
they have,
yeah,
and then they
one
make
tenth, yeah.
and they
One
have
tenth.
no debt. This
One
company
tenth, people. Actually, it's not even
one
one fourth,
tenth.
it's
Is
one
it really?
tenth.
Oh, you is it 4,000 stores only?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, bro. Guys, their Starbucks credit rating right now is 2 notches above junk status. That's not good.
Not even 4,000, Steve. 3,700.
Wow. And guys, they are facing tremendous amount of competition from China, from local coffee shops. Like local coffee shops in 1990. I'm gonna look up number of local coffee shops in 1990 compared to 2025. There's another big competition for Starbucks. So in 1991, there were 1,650 specialty coffee shops in the United States. And by 2015, that rose to 31,490. And they said the figures for 2025 is not but it says the total number of coffee shops in the US has surpassed 40,000, 7% higher than a pre pandemic level. So you have big competition just from local coffee shops. You have Pete's Coffee. How many? How many?
And location wise, not even close. It's like maybe 1,000 or two. Like location wise, like there's nobody that's second place. That's what's crazy about it.
But combined though, they're making their oh, it's not even that much. What the hell?
Yeah,
Pete's
yeah. That,
Coffee is
that's
only
what I'm saying.
370. That's
Yeah, yeah.
garbage.
I think like
How
the
about
second
Dunkin'?
most is Duncan. Like maybe like
So
10,000,
Dunkin'.
maybe.
So Dunkin' has
Oh, 21,000. Okay.
well, put Baskin Robbins in there too. 13,000 Dunkin' locations. and then there's over 9,500 Dunkin' locations. But then you combine the Dunkin', and then what's the other way? Luckin. Num, this is their competitor from China. Number of stores worldwide.
Probably less than 1,000 right now, I would imagine. What the fuck?
26,000 stores. And this company only started in 2017 and they already have 26,000 stores. That's crazy. That's fast. That's not even, they haven't even been in business for 10 years.
Holy shit, Steve. I don't think there's ever been a chain that's grew that
That's
fast.
fast.
That's insane, son.
That is fast. So they must have been taking the Chinese sector like by a storm, bro. Because
Whoa.
26,000 stores, that's crazy.
Whoa. Bro, Starbucks started in the 70s
Yeah,
and the 80s.
1971.
So we're talking like what, 40, 50 years to get to
Yeah, it's
40,000?
50. Yeah, it's 54 years that they've been in business.
And
And
to
then you
get to
got
40,000, this
to
guy
get
did it
to
under less than
40,000.
10. Under
These
less than 10.
Yeah, these guys have done it in 8 years,
8 years.
26,000 stores. If they keep at this pace, think about it. If they keep at the same pace right here, within another 8 years, by 2033, they would have 52,000 stores. If they
Jeez.
keep the same pace, and then if they exceed it, perhaps.
This is an
And then,
insane growth, son.
and guys, you also got to take in consideration coffee competition comes from McDonald's, these other places. You have local coffee shops, you have Pete's Coffee, you have Dunkin', you have this company from China. Now they have presence in America as well. And then even if let's say Starbucks wants to compete and says, "Yo, we're gonna open up more stores," blah blah blah, you ain't got the money, and your credit sucks.
Well, they do plan on opening more stores this coming up.
How though? This doesn't look. And then they offer dividends. I don't understand these companies, bro. When you're broke,
Bro, what? Because
offering dividends.
we know why. We know why. We
It's kind
know these
of.
companies they're loading this company with debt at
Um,
the same time rewarding the shareholders. Bro, it's a steal. It's a steal. It's a steal.
what AB is saying is the reason that they're offering dividend is like when it's a stock that's not as good. Sometimes they compensate with that with giving you dividend, but a company like this where you have a lot of debt and you barely have enough money to cover your liabilities, it is kind of stupid to pay also dividend. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is why this guy keeps throwing back. You know how many times Howard Schultz, the CEO, has come back? How many times has he come back? Because they keep messing up. How many times has Howard Schultz came back as CEO? Like, none of the leaders seem to be doing a good job, and then this guy got to come back, and then all right, the first time he was a CEO, 1987 to 2000. Then he took a break for almost 8 years. Then he came back 2008 to 2017. Every time he comes back is because of disaster, by the way. And then third time he came April 2022 to March 2023. And then now they have a current CEO. Isn't their CEO right now? Doesn't he live like in another state? What was the current CEO?
Oh yeah, there's a whole controversy like you have to fly in every day or
Yeah,
something.
bro. And then
Yeah.
the current CEO guys, he lives in where the hell does he live? They have to fly him on a jet and stuff.
No, I
You
think he
can't-
flies in every day or some crazy shit like
yeah,
that.
some crazy. Hold on,
Or
let's look up.
just to ask it, does it fly in every day? Just keep asking the
No, I got you. I'm gonna show you because we're gonna find it. Starbucks CEO. This is the guy, by the way. This guy. And
Oh,
now
he
let's
was with Chipotle before or something?
yeah, he did. And then now does he fly in every day? They have like some arrangement where he lives in another state. It was initially reported that the new Starbucks CEO would commute between his home in Newport Beach, California, and Starbucks headquarters in Seattle, using a corporate jet, working at a Seattle office 3 days a week. Starbucks also agreed to establish a satellite office for him near his California home, just for this guy, and cover his temporary housing costs in Seattle. Yo,
Well, it
how
looks
are
like he
you?
purchased the home. But look like he says, however, more
Seattle?
recently reports indicate he
Going to
purchased the home in
Starbucks.
Seattle This is unless
It is. Let me see. Let's look at his salary.
just to kind of compare, Steve-O, Chipotle had a 14.6% revenue increase last year.
Chipotle.
Yeah. I mean, granted, they're much smaller, but I mean, Starbucks like had 0.6% increase.
Yeah, yeah.
We just saw that. Like, I mean, how can you get excited when the company's going up 0.6%?
Yeah, and you grew, and also then you had less net income too. That's not exciting as well. Even you grew just a little bit, and then you also had less money. It's like
But you gave it all away, yeah.
you gave it all away. You made actually less money than you did last year. So this guy, his annual base salary is 1.6 million, and then he also received a 10 million cash signing bonus, an annual incentive plan targeting 225 base of his base salary. That means 1.6 times 2.25. That comes out to like a little bit close to like 4 million.
It says up to 7.2 million.
Oh, because of maximum potential payout of 450%. Oh, I didn't see that one. So meaning up to 7.2 million. Annual equity awards with a target value of 23 million. Oh my lord, equity grant, a 75 million equity grant. So taking all components into account, his total compensation for his first year at Starbucks was reportedly to be significantly higher, with some sources stating he earned nearly 96 million in his first 4 months. Oh my god. They said his first year earning close to 113 million. Bro, how are you? You're not even that like doing well. How are you paying this guy 113 million? How?
Bro, dude, as we always say, like, and there is no logic to this stuff sometimes.
Oh my god.
It's kind of like, remember Gilbert Arenas getting paid a lot of money just to sit on the bench, like when he took off those couple of years or whatever, like the way his contract was set up. Remember Gilbert Arenas, like way back in the day, he has some bullshit ass contract, or James Harden, like he gets paid 30 million just to sit sometimes. What, like there's just some bad contracts out there, like.
But this, with those type of contract, I think like players get bought out from another team and stuff.
But
So
no, look, that's
sometimes,
what happened with this. Look, like that 75 million is what happened because he
nah, this
forfeited his
guy
Chipotle
though,
holdings.
they
No, no, no.
recruited him. They recruited this guy though,
I
and
know,
he
but
lives in
look, that's
another
why,
state.
because he lost his forfeited his Chipotle holdings. They're giving him 75 million to compensate him.
But
You see, since it's
God,
equity grant,
yeah,
that's crazy.
but what I'm
That's a
saying,
one-time thing, but that's insane.
because he forfeited Chipotle. But you know what I don't understand is there not other people? Like, why do you have to go for this guy who lives in another state and you don't even require him to move and you pay him? Yo, how does a guy get paid $113 million and he doesn't even have to move? Like, that guy must be great at interviews, bro. That nigga is nice. You know what I'm saying? He
I
must. What did he
mean,
do? Was he even CEO at Starbucks? I mean, at Chipotle position. What did he do so marvelous? Oh, so he did serve as a CEO and chairman of the board for Chipotle Mexico. He held
that's
the
all
CEO
for
position
2 years,
before he became in 2020.
but
So
only for 2 years
Nicole,
though.
also because during his time, he's credited with significant turnaround, doubling the business and implementing key changes. And he served as CEO of Taco Bell. But 113 million, man.
No, no,
Oh
but
my.
that was just a one. But that was not. That's not going to be his salary moving forward.
No,
That
I get
includes.
it. I get it, but
But
still
that
it's
was
a
that
lot.
75 mil that they, whatever. I mean, it's crazy still, but um,
That's
I mean,
crazy,
but he just
bro.
got there, right? Like when did he get hired?
He
Like
got hired.
2024? Yeah, September 2024. So it's been less than a year.
It's been less than a year, and the company's not doing that great right now. I mean, well, actually, we'll have to review the new one because this annual
Yeah,
report came around the
yeah.
same time.
But can you see how they've been doing these first 2 quarters of 2025? I kind of wonder now.
Let's see,
Uh,
guys, and this would be. Let's look at their last
we
quarterly
could just
report,
AI it. I would AI that
and
shit.
then I mean, let's look. Maybe you're right. Maybe they have something nice. You know what I mean? Maybe they're doing better. Let's look at the financials, huh? The profit report, guys. We dig into all numbers. Let's see if this guy, and these are unaudited numbers too, guys. So net revenue increased a little bit compared to last year. Total number 9.4 billion. Operating expense went up. Look at this, AV, 8.5 billion.
Mhm.
And the net earnings attributed to Starbucks, 558 million. Look how it was last year. It was a billion the previous year. They have dropped over 50% comparatively from the previous year.
What the hell happened though?
This is crazy. And look at this. 3 quarters ended. If you look at 3 quarters, which because they have a different fiscal year, it's not
This makes
January.
no sense though.
1.7 to 2.8 billion
But
comparatively.
what happened? Something crazy. Oh, store operating expenses. Hold up. Look at that up there.
I'm
It
telling you,
went
the store
from
operating expenses going up, and some of that is also, their employees, but we covered it earlier where they had, and we probably could go to the
because look,
management.
no, if you go back,
What's up?
because if you look at like what was I looking at?
Right here.
Yeah, because I'm trying to see. Yeah, that's the big differentiator right here. Like seven. Well, they had a higher. Oh shit! Total operating expense too. Yeah, total operating expense almost went up by $1 billion.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
7.6 to 8.5.
Yes.
900 million. So because
The biggest thing is the store operating expense. That is the biggest thing.
Jesus, 500 million. Well, yeah, it went from 3.8 to 4.3, 500 million. Woo.
But then you look at it 3 quarters and how much it increased. Look at it. That's over a billion. $1.3 billion it increased from the previous year. So
I
they're
wonder if
not
they've
doing.
had price increases though. I kind of want to know.
They did. And then let's look at their management review. And guys, this will be the last thing we cover before we close out. So they're not doing so hot, guys. Chipotle is doing worse in 2025 actually than their.
Starbucks, not Chipotle.
Oh
Don't.
yeah, Chipotle. I mean, Starbucks is doing worse in 2025 than they did 2024. They're opening a lot of new stores,
So it
but
says that it has stated it will not increase prices throughout fiscal year 2025.
look
So
at
they're
this.
not increasing prices.
So let's see. Distribution cost went up. Store operating expense went up. Other operating expense went up. Even depreciation went up. General administrative expense went up. Total operating expense went up. Everything went up except their operating income went down by $600 million. It's not looking so hot, guys.
And they say that a 50% tariff from Brazil coffee imports could affect them.
Damn. So that has not even been taken into account.
It says the coffee giant is facing cost pressure from the 50% tariff on Brazilian coffee imports, which takes effect on August 6th. Brazil is the largest coffee exporter to the US.
And they're doing an investment called Back to Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. No,
You
it's
know
like
that?
it's like a turnaround plan. Like we're gonna bring people back and you sit down or whatever.
Oh, so they're taking some cost on that too. They said like 170 basis, which is only 1.7%. That's not a lot, but they're taking a hit, guys, in 2025, even worse than 2024. So thus far, it doesn't look like the new CEO is helping and driving the change. I mean, I know it's very short term. He only got hired in September of 2024, but thus far it's not looking good. Let's see,
Let's see
cash
what
investments.
Seeking Alpha says about him. Ooh, god damn. It's a bloodbath over here, big dog.
Man, I'm telling you, they this is garbage stock. I'm surprised Starbucks is doing this bad.
I
Guys,
see sell, one buy, sell, strong sell, hold, sell, hold. I'm seeing out of 10 feedbacks. Yeah. So
yeah,
Wall Street is saying a buy though. That's crazy.
but let's see. So Yahoo Finance, this will be the last thing we look at, guys, and we'll close it out. Let's look at what the analysts are saying right here. As AB said, there's a lot of sell right here. If we look at it in August, there's 34 analysts that covered the stock. 5 are saying strong buy, 12 are saying buy, 15 are hold, and then the remaining, so what's 17 plus 15, that's 32, then 2 saying sell. How in the world are they not saying sell? Like, what's so attractive? And then they're predicting the price to be 99. Right now, it's trading as 94.18. They're predicting the 1 year price to be 99, which is a $5, you know, profit, which is less than 10%. That's like 5%. You know what I'm saying? So 5% return in 1 year is lower than what S&P 500 would give you.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to read this guy. He's saying a buy. So it says Green Apron rollout should boost comps. Pilot stores showed strong results. Margin recovery likely from better comps, cost resets, and fewer discounts. Valuation attractive versus history. Turnaround gain. Starbucks looks set for revenue growth. The green service model has tested well. The company that the margins. The goal is to get back to a FY20 adjusted operating margin of 17.2%, indicating a significant margin runway ahead. The stock trades below its 5-year average PE and offers a 2.8 dividend. It reported a Q3 2025 revenue of 9.3 billion, up 3% year over year. Most of the growth came from a 6% increase in company-operated stores over the past 12 months. That said, it was partially offset by a 2% decline in the global store sales. In the U.S., comps were down 2%, with transactions falling just under 4%. I mean, come on, man! Like this guy, what is
So
this?
So what AB is saying is, so he mentioned Green Apron, and I just looked it up, as a standardized operating model designed to improve efficiency, hospitality, overall customer experience in Starbucks stores. It emphasizes human connection, with baristas focusing on friendly interactions, remembering customer names, and personalized service. You know, I watched a video that talking about back in the days, they used to write your name, like handwrite your name on the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Now it's like a printout. So that made it less personal. People kind of miss that. So this is probably bringing back some of that stuff. And they're also using technology where it says smart queue algorithm to optimize order sequencing and reduce wait time. They say standardized training protocols. So they making investments in this. We saw that they're doing a lot of training and stuff. But this is what the guy is betting on. The guy from, Seeking Alpha that AB read on, like in their pilot stores. It looks like obviously this did well.
China showed some solid momentum, with comps rising by 2%, driven by a 6% bump in transactions. 7 of the top 10 international market posted positive comp sales. Channel development also chipped in, revenue up 10% over year. Back to Starbucks strategy, which includes a full reset focused on core coffee house experience. It's starting to show some early signs of progress, blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
And
this
then
Green Apron thing is the big thing they're betting on.
the Green Apron. And then look at what the Green Apron says right there. Encourage baristas to personalize interactions, including handwritten notes on cups. So this is what they're betting on, people coming back. A handwritten notes on your cups. Is that, guys, what do you think? If
What's
somebody
Sam talking
handwrites
about? I need to sign up. Sign up for
to work for Starbucks or for their program, for the 4-minute handoff goals. So, and then they strive to fulfill customer orders in under 4 minutes. I mean, I don't know, man. Even with all this, I am not feeling this stock right now, bro. They got a lot of
digital
competition.
updates. Starbucks now has nearly 34 million 90-day active rewards members. Um,
And guys, you know how much actually, another thing that Starbucks does is how much in Starbucks gift cards are
oh,
not.
there's a huge.
There's like a 1.7 billion amount of money, like some huge. Okay, I was 1 point. So in 2024, the store value on Starbucks cards was reportedly 1.78 billion. So this is like money loaded up on your Starbucks card. It could be on the app or it could be on an actual physical card. And have you noticed when you're filling up a Starbucks gift card, bro, they only give you like certain increments. It's only like 5, 10, 25, 50. You can't like write down 17 bucks and refill. You could only do certain increments. They do that on purpose. So you refill more than you need, and then that money they get to use it because there's no restriction on that. They just have to. So that's another way actually they make money is through these gift cards because they can invest it in short term. But even with all that, they still not doing so great, man. And they paying their CEO a whole bunch of money. They got a lot of debt. They got fierce competition. They already have a lot of stores. Where the hell the growth is going to come from? You know what I mean? I don't see where the growth is coming from.
Let's see. Starbucks stock. Let me look at it. Let me see.
Yeah, guys, I don't see. I am really down on Starbucks. I don't see where they going to revolutionize. I don't care if this green apron thing, yellow apron, whatever apron. That's not. That might make some short term change, but the amount of problems that they're facing is bigger
Kind of
than.
goes up and down. The last 5 years, like up and down, up and down, up and down. Like I don't know what the whole thing is. It literally looks like a freaking roller coaster.
It
Um,
does. I mean, the other thing also you guys got to consider is the PE ratio, which shows you how expensive the stock is.
40.
It's
Yeah, it's
already
crazy.
trading at 40 times, which is significantly high. I mean, if we compare that, I wonder what McDonald's trade. I mean, McDonald's is probably the best food stock we reviewed thus far. AB, I don't know if you agree.
Yeah.
Like as far as
PE
efficiency,
ratio. Chipotle, for example, is 37.
that Chipotle is 37, and that seems to be a little bit better. Rebecca says Chick-fil-A attitude style now available at Starbucks. Yeah, for real. They trying to get the people to care just like
McDonald's 25,
Chick-fil-A.
26. Wow.
Bro, if I have to choose, guys, between an investment in McDonald's and Starbucks, it's not even a no-brainer. Honest to God, AB, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if your thoughts differ. This is a bloodbath over here with Starbucks. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I think they seem to be stuck. I mean, the only bright light that I see here is like this guy did turn around Chipotle from the disaster that was the whole E. coli situation. So this
Yeah,
CEO was the one that came in and turned Chipotle around and blew up their stock the last, like the time that he was there. So, but is there meat on the bone though? That's the only thing, right? Like, is the price like if the price is cheap enough, you always is a good investment, right? But is there meat on it? And I don't really think there is that much meat on it. You
no,
know,
definitely. Yeah.
just don't think so. So that's the only thing. If it was like $50 or something, you'd be like, okay, I can see it. But
And guys, the other thing also to mention is look, Q1 2025 and Q2 2025,
they missed
they
it.
missed their earning per share estimates. Like analysts estimate how much they're gonna make, and then the company ends up reporting numbers. They missed that two quarters in a row. That also is not going to be good for the stock. This stock is going to take a hit even further, in my opinion, because
Yeah, the fact that it's like um, the last year, it's pretty much flat.
yeah.
Like 5 years, it's up 20%. So that's a very big swing. 5 years, so only up 20% in 5 years. I mean, um, so 52 week low was 75, 52 week high was 117. I don't really know where this stock is going. I mean, can you do so? Last 6 months, it's been down 16%. Um, so
And one thing I also want to mention is within Yahoo Finance, they have this new feature now where you could do analyze using AI. They have
oh
this
yeah,
button right here. Yeah, look, analyze with AI, which is actually a very cool feature. So if you want to invest in any stock, you could just press that and could kind of give you like a little synopsis like of what it thinks. Oh, why is it taking so long?
it's
Literally just
loading up the top. You see a little purple.
yeah.
Up. Oh.
So this is what it says. Starbucks is strategically enhancing its digital engagement to drive growth amidst competition from China. Despite facing challenges with profitability metrics, recent analyst upgrades indicate a positive outlook, which I don't agree with. Um, so they say with recent upgrades from Bard to outperform, there's no way. But it says profitability challenges. It says profitability metrics are under pressure, with gross margin declining from 24.97 to 23.68. So they're not as profitable as they used to be. Operating margin also dropped. They're also not, from an operating margin perspective, they're not doing so good. They are focusing on digital ecosystem, leveraging 34 million active members. Oh, I mean that's one positive thing. They have 34 million active members. Damn, and its reward program, that's pretty good. And then competitive pressures in China, intense competition from local chains like Luckin Coffee is impacting Starbucks, leading to a 2% decline in the US same store sales. And there's also unionization issue, which I don't even understand why the employees are unionizing. They got great benefits. Like, why are they unionizing?
That's
You know what
probably
I'm
what
saying?
got him the benefits.
Huh?
Maybe, I don't know. The benefit came before or after the unionization. I wonder.
Did the Starbucks are do
But
all
it seems like the big thing here is betting on this guy to turn it around. That's what the analysts are kind of hoping for. That's the big talk here. Um,
so they
let's
bet. So the biggest bet that so the only positive thing that we see that you see is the CEO of possibly turning this around.
yeah.
So in theory, Starbucks aims to offer a broad range of benefits to all eligible employees. This includes both part-time. However, the reality of unionized employees has been a source of ongoing controversy. Um, Starbucks argues that certain new benefits after a store has unionized cannot be automatically extended to those unionized employees without first being negotiated through collective bargaining. A change align workly hours to accrue vacation time after 90 days instead of a year. Conclusion. While Starbucks' stated goal is to offer comprehensive benefits to all eligible partners, the existence of labor unions create a different dynamic. So I guess there might be a little bit more benefit. Guys, on my end, man, in
Yeah.
conclusion,
Yeah. Like I said, this one guy is like, strong sell, and he's like, so since this Nicola guy took over in August, Starbucks stock is up 25% on unfounded investor optimism, but ongoing operational challenges have provided difficult in today's coffee landscape. And then this guy saying, I'm a professional turnaround investor and love them if the price is a bargain. And this isn't exactly what I just said.
yep,
Man, exactly what I just like. You know what I mean? Like, all right, all right. Like if the price was good enough, I'd be like, hey,
yes,
this guy
yes,
has done it at Chipotle. I'm
right.
betting on the jockey, but the price ain't right. The price ain't right. That's the
Pricing
problem.
right. Yeah, guys. This is not the investment to make, and I'm very surprised. I thought Starbucks was doing really well, and I thought based on their revenue, initially when we started, I was like, oh, you know what, it's doing okay, blah blah blah, and then we dug deeper into the numbers, and this is why we do the profit report, guys. We dig deep in the numbers. We look at
Doesn't matter if it takes us 3 hours or whatever. We're gonna get there eventually.
Yes, yes, guys.
You gotta have to actually stay. Like this is where all the nuggets come from. But
This is all the
um,
nuggets, and then we feel comfortable at the end saying, "Hold on, would I invest in this? Would I not invest in this?" And as AB said, even if you do think that there's a turnaround coming because of this, the CEO. Let's just say, even if you do believe that, the price is so high right now. Even if there's a turnaround that happens, you're not gonna get a big benefit. It's already trading 40 times its earnings right now. So, and we said they have a lot of competition. They have a lot of debt. Um, there's a lot of stuff that they are battling, and I don't think
and
they're
I
gonna turn
honestly
around
don't
that quickly.
agree with the strategy of like bringing people inside. This whole idea of like coffee house experience. We're gonna go back to our origin. I don't agree with that strategy at all.
What
I
strategy
think,
would you adapt?
dude, you should try to freaking sell on freaking like Discord or some shit. You should be able to order on Discord. You should be able to order on Twitch. Like people are at home,
Just
bro.
make
They're
it
not.
mad easy to order. That's what you're saying. Just
Yeah, like, bro. People are not gonna go sit at a Starbucks and drink coffee, bro. Especially the young folks. I don't think 20-year-olds are gonna be like, hey, you want to go to Starbucks and hang out over there? No.
that's a good question. I mean, what's the age demographics of a Starbucks customer?
You know,
Oh
I
shoot!
would think most people would hang out in a cooler place, like Steve, we lost your video.
I
Um,
know this thing be acting up.
but I think people would hang out like at a boba shop. I honestly think Starbucks should like do boba drinks. I think boba is cool. I think they should get into boba. I don't know. I think they need a new product.
Guys,
Um,
what do you think? As AB's talking to, what other suggestions you guys have for Starbucks? But go ahead, AB.
yeah. Okay. Younger adults also form a significant portion of their clientele, accounting 40% of sales. 18 to 24 is 40% of sales. That's crazy.
Yeah, so they do appeal to both millennials and younger generation. Um,
Bro, that's crazy talk. Like, you think an 18-year-old is gonna go hang out at Starbucks? No.
that's a good question, man. I don't know. I would think they don't, because that generation don't tend to want to go to places. Does
I
the
think if they're gonna
younger
hang out, I think they're gonna either do a local thing or they're gonna do like a boba thing, like something cool. Starbucks is not cool, man. It's like McDonald's basically for the coffee world.
No, hell no. You crazy? I
It
would
might
hang out
not
at
be
Starbucks.
McDonald's, but it's the chain. It's the big chain. It's
But
the big
what else can
chain.
you hang? But where else can you hang out though? If
Bro, you do the local coffee shop or you do the boba shop and stuff like that. Like
Yes.
those boba places are super cool. They have um like board games, they have like cooler seatings, there's a cooler vibe.
So
And local,
maybe that's what they're betting on though. Maybe they're gonna have cooler seats. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're gonna have these other things. You know? Oh look, it says millennials were instrumental in establishing the coffee shop as a third place, a social space distinct from home and work.
yeah, but we're
Yeah.
talking that's us though. We're talking about Gen Z.
Well, I mean, let's see. So this Gen Z, okay. Gen Z values experiences in coffee shops offer a unique social environment beyond just grabbing a drink. They are drawn to aesthetically pleasing interiors. So there is
You need the
interest.
fake grass on the wall, baby. You need the fake grass on the wall.
Yeah, maybe that's what they need. They need some fake grass on the wall, like AB said. They need some things that cater to that brand. So you know what? Maybe they do have a chance. Like if they make a turnaround, but
Nah,
it
bro.
requires big investment to make that turnaround
Well,
as
they say
well.
they're gonna renovate all their stores or something. I just read that.
Bro, but that's gonna hit their
That's gonna cost. They don't have the money, so
they
that's
don't
gonna
have the
be better.
money. They already at, just two notches
It's a
above
big bet. It's a
junk.
big bet that I don't think is gonna turn out well for them because I honestly don't think it's not cool to hang out at a chain spot. That's
Nah,
the problem.
bro. No,
I'm
no.
telling you, bro.
I don't know, man. I
Bro,
don't know.
people, like, do you know, like, even if like a girl, if you tell her I'm gonna take you to Starbucks versus like a local coffee shop for a date, she's gonna be like, Starbucks. Ugh.
No, agreed. But the other part too is though, maybe in Houston, there's probably a lot of like coffee shops, but like where we stay, bro, there's not a lot of like local coffee shop where you're able to chill and like Starbucks and like there's a
Nah.
place called Brewed Awakenings. There's only like a few options. You don't have so it might not exist even if like let's say the
Major
desire is
cities though,
there.
major cities like
Major
bro, there's
cities perhaps, yeah. Major cities perhaps.
major like you know what I mean.
Right.
Like there's so many cool coffee shops and like yeah, I mean in Houston we even have like a weed coffee shop joint situation. It's so much cooler if you put like wild coffee shop in Houston and you'll see like not over there like Image or something.
Oh, I'll put it in there. Guys, would you get upset if somebody took you on a date at Starbucks?
Hell yeah, wild is cool. Yeah,
Oh, what the hell?
like I mean look at
Ooh. So this is what they need to make Starbucks look like. This does look
it's
nice.
a dispensary too. They got a little CBD for you.
Ah, you know, that might be another growth. I mean, that's a little murky area, but you know, even like CBD, like even these mocktails type joint, you know what I'm saying? You might have to jump into that kind of
I,
category as
I
well.
I wonder like if like I know has Boba is so big in Houston. I don't know if it is in the rest of the
Dude, I
country.
don't know. Like I know boba is like how big is how
Is
big
Boba growing or something? Is Boba growing in the US? I think
boba
it's
mar.
growing. Bro, do you know like Jack in the Box create like had a boba drink right now on their menu?
Really?
Yes,
Substantial
rapid growth.
experiencing
Look at that.
rapid growth. The U.S. bubble tea market is at 1.2 billion. Other sources provide slightly different figures. Um, I mean, yeah, you might have to go into that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like bubble tea, because it's kind of another offering that you could make. I don't know
It's
why they
right
wouldn't.
there. It's
Yeah,
right
it's right
there.
there. It really is.
I mean, Sonic had Boba, Hassan said. So you see, other fast food places are trying it out. You see what I mean? So it's kind of bringing it to the mainstream.
Why is
Stru-
AJ saying Starbucks is corny for that? It's too
yeah, it's
corny
too
for that.
corny to hang out in, bro. It's too corny to hang out in, bro.
Bro, maybe I'm a little biased. I used to study at, Starbucks and stuff like that. I used to get my coffee and study. But again, it's also not a lot of in the Northeast where I live, there's not a lot of places where you can hang out. So that's the other limitation factor. Where they have space, internet,
Yeah, bro.
and like
Houston is
nice seating.
even Nola, there's some beautiful coffee shops. Like so many cool
Okay.
coffee shops. There's no freaking way that I'm going to Starbucks to go.
So then the other reason why they're facing very stiff competition from local coffee shops, like especially in major cities. If you're saying there's some beautiful coffee shops, that's another competition that they're facing, guys.
I honestly think they need to add more stuff to their menu. They need to go into like, I mean, I know they go into like the whole like lemonade thing. Maybe they need to double down on the lemonade stuff.
Food
I
as
feel like
well.
they cut, huh?
Food as well. I think they need to increase their food offerings as well.
Starbucks feels corporate. You see, yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's what I think. That's what I think. Starbucks feels corporate. It's like
Yeah.
it really is like you don't hang out at Chipotle.
No, definitely not. But that's not what it's designed for, though. Chipotle is not designed. Starbucks was designed to be a hangout
But
spot
I can
initially.
see myself hanging out at like a taco joint though, like getting a margarita and stuff like that. So that's why it's like I think it's tough. AB knows Quad House got the best chairs. Yeah, man, that's where we hang out in Starbucks. Look up Quad House and in Houston. I mean, I know we're going on 3 hours. Yeah, I don't know. We could cut it, whatever. But bro, there's no way Starbucks can compete with these.
House.
Yeah, you do images, man. Look at this place, bro. This place is crazy.
Ooh, Yemeni coffee shop in Houston. I mean, I guess when you have places like this in coffee, like this is actually pretty nice.
Yeah, and they got different type of seating. They got couches and all that kind of stuff. I mean, this is
Oh, see, we
you know,
don't have offerings up north like this, man. Like where I stay, there's no places like this.
yeah. I guess we're like too spoiled. Like, bro, we have too many coffee shops in Houston. Like, it's too many, man. I mean, Kia tries like new coffee shops like every other. Oh, look at Haraz too. Haraz.
Where's that?
Haraz. Yeah.
Guys, do you guys frequent local coffee shops or you like Starbucks? AJ says he's not a big fan of Starbucks. AB is also not a big fan. I mean, these are nice places. Like you see, I would go to some of these places, of course. Why would I go
Yeah,
to Starbucks? Because I could try something new. Their price are the prices also kind of
very
comparable.
similar, very similar,
So
very
in that
similar.
case, like you really would go, and people like experience now. You know, the younger generation, millennials, Gen Z like experience. So
Yeah,
you would go to a new coffee shop, especially if this looks
yeah.
this nice.
I think Starbucks is like I just I like my frappe from there. I order it on my phone, pick it up, and I'm out of there. I'm running errands, like that kind of thing. Um,
All right, this is the last one, guys, and then we're gonna wrap this up because we're
yeah.
about to hit.
I think even Starbucks could have went into like the whole smoothie like thing that took place that they missed.
Bro, even
They
like
missed the
protein
whole smoothie
protein drinks
situation.
too. Like protein drinks is huge right
Yeah,
now.
like bro,
Like,
like why are you not like like expanding on like you are already like you are the drink capital.
yeah,
Um, it's
agreed.
yeah,
So, guys, I mean, local competition, as we saw, a lot of debt, a lot of, stock is already trading at a high multiple. Um, Declining sales, just a lot of stuff that, and then obviously declining profitability and cost. I think for me, this stock is no bueno. I don't like it.
I want to do like this. I kind of want to do like this.
What, the middle?
I
Oh,
kind of
come
I I
on.
can I can I can see someone getting in there and kind of like getting a little 10% and bounce out. Like I can see this good for like day trading or whatever. But like long term wise, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't really see it. Like the price is too high.
Same.
Price too high. But the brand is there, but the price too high, and it's like they don't really have a good plan. I don't think. I think they need to double down on the digital stuff and like I don't know, like like go hard on fucking DoorDash and Uber Eats, like triple down on that, and like even start signing up some of these streamers or whatever to drink it on stream. Like I don't
We
even
need
think they.
a Kaisa not deal.
Yeah, like bro, like you really gotta get in there. And coffee to me is like I feel like they're a dessert company. They got
Yeah,
Chipotle CEO now, right? Yeah.
yeah, AJ, we were talking about that. How much they paid him? Actually, that's ridiculous.
Starbucks may have started it, but everyone and their mom finishing it in terms of like I think he said coffee shops and things like that. Yeah, they might have started the whole coffee shop trend,
Yeah, they
but yeah,
now
that's
the
my
other
take,
people.
man. Hey guys, we still got people
It
watching still. Okay?
is, it is dope, man. So you might as well tell them what we're doing tomorrow, man. It's your pick tomorrow. What we doing,
Oh
man?
shit, I forgot. Damn.
I mean, you did mention earlier this week a name. I don't know if you're still sticking to that.
Who did
You know
I
what I'm
say?
talking
Jack in the
about?
Box?
Jack in the Box. You did mention Jack in the Box.
Man,
I don't know
hold
if you're
up,
still
hold up.
hyped off them.
I know like um Jake had requested kava way back in
Kava.
a couple of I don't know, man. I want to do something fun, but this was supposed to be junk food week, though. What is like a good junk food stock? I want to do something fun.
I mean, you could do the, you know what I'm saying, the drink companies, the big boys in the drink sector.
Like
Kava is a
who?
mess. Coke, Pepsi.
Oh,
You could do that. You could do candy. You could do chips. AJ says KFC. Pepsi owns a lot of. I mean, it owns a lot of snacks as well. But we can't miss in any category, guys, because it's a learning experience. And some of the ones actually that you think are least interesting be the ones that have a lot of nuggets. I think Frito Lay is
uh,
owned by Pepsi, right? It is
yeah.
owned by Pepsi.
Shake
Yeah, it is.
Shack is there, but I don't think most people know Shake Shack. I don't know, man. I was trying to do something fun, but I can't think of anybody.
Guys,
Uh,
give my boy a suggestion if maybe one that really you're interested in. What's a junk food that you guys like? How about you drop it in there?
I don't
What junk
think
food you like?
that cookie place is publicly traded, right?
Which one? Like
Uh,
insomnia cookies or something?
not insomnia. What's the other one that people really
Well, like Oreos.
crumble?
I actually don't even know Crumble.
Let's see. Oh no. Yeah, but it does. It's not. Yeah,
AJ saying Frito Lay. I guess it's gonna be a surprise, guys. He's gonna
yeah. It's
pick.
gonna be a surprise.
It's gonna
I'm
be a
thinking somewhere
surprise.
between Domino's,
Ooh,
Kava. I'm thinking Domino's, Kava, or Jack in the Box. Those are gonna be the.
those are good. That's good.
So I'm thinking
So
of like what I like, and I like Jack in the Box a lot. I know their stock was not doing so well. That's why I don't know if it's gonna be boring to review it. But I would like to know. And then Domino's, I fuck with Domino's, and then Kava.
selfishly, I would vote for Domino's. I like Domino's too, just because they've been in business for a long time, and it would be interesting.
Yeah.
Nabisco. That's
All
not
right, guys.
really junk. I guess.
Nabisco. Are those
It's not really
cereals?
junk. I mean, it is junk, but it's not like that junk. I don't know. That seems like and that's like an international snack.
Let's see.
Oh, I guess they know. Okay, so Nabisco owns Chip Ahoy too. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well, that's not a bad pick either. I actually thought they only own
I don't want to do a big guy. I kind of want to do like something.
Mondelez.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it's got Fig Newtons. Oh, this is a good pick too. Nutter butter cookies.
Sweet Greens, Portillo's, Dutch Bros Coffee. That's another one. What's Twin Hospitality Group? What the hell is that? Let's see. Oh, Twin Peaks. I kind of do want to know. Kava Group, Krispy Kreme, First
Krispy
Watch,
Kreme.
Sweet
Yeah.
Green, Portillo's, Dutch Bros. I saw somewhere Portillo's not doing good in Houston. Portillo's is actually an interesting one. That's like a Chicago thing. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing Jack in the Box. That's my boy.
Jack in
I
the
love Jack in the Box.
Box.
I'm gonna
It's
get Jack in the
locked in.
Box, my curly fries, and
Look at
everything. We're
that.
doing Jack in the Box, the OG. I love their brand. I love Jack. I wish they would do well, but I want to know how Jack in the Box is doing. We're
We're gonna
going
find
Jack in
out.
the Box, baby. Get your
we-
favorite Jack in the Box. Get
We're
you
gonna
a bowl,
find
your
out
favorite shit.
AB's the only one of a few customers. That's what we're gonna find out.
Yeah,
AB and a few other friends.
oh my god, yeah, man, it is gonna suck, but
Oh,
we gotta get into it, guys.
man,
Jack
look, we just have some new people joining too, guys. If you just joined in, we're actually wrapping up. We covered Starbucks. It's a no bueno. There's a lot of concerns, but tomorrow our boy AB has picked Jack in the
Bro, I don't
Box.
even know if there's a Jack in the Box around me, bro. Let me see.
There's no Jack in the Box in Rhode Island, dog. That's like down south. We don't
Bro,
have
there's no
none.
Jack in the Box in New Orleans,
Look at that,
bro.
bro. It's
Oh my god,
weak. You gotta go to Houston to get that.
bro. The closest one is freaking an hour away.
Should AB make that drive for tomorrow? You know he's been getting all the food or drinks of the companies that we're covering, except for today. He didn't have coffee. It's kind of late. Should he drive an hour to get that Jack in the
Jack
Box?
sucks too. Wait a minute, not Jack,
does
baby.
suck, yeah.
Bro, Jack in the Box is the sleeper. I think it's a
The
sleeper, bro.
sleeper, guys. We'll see. It's sleeping all right.
Oh man. Anyways, thank you all. Thank you guys for tuning in. 3 hours. We're going crazy on a Wednesday night.
We on that Joe Rogan tip, guys. And don't forget
Yeah.
to subscribe, like. We're
I
still
thought people
trying
were
to-
gone, but people were still in there. We got HJ active in the chat.
Yeah, bro, they are. And we had a little bit of 10 people come out of nowhere too. But please, guys, subscribe, hit that notification, the bell notification. Please, we're trying to reach 500 subscribers. Share it to other people as well.
All right, guys. We're signing out. This is your boy AB.
It's your boy Steve.
This is the Profit Report. Guys, we're out. Jack in the Box tomorrow. Peace. See you guys tomorrow, same time. Peace out.
AB, hit the end stream, man. My screen is no bueno. Oh, actually, hold on. It's working now.
All right.